Hello everybody, Ken here, and welcome back to Hades. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. We're doing Hades. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of Hades, but for now we plow on. And I don't think there's too much to do here. We've kind of spoken to everyone. Last time, you remember, Patroclus asked Achilles to risk it all, and Achilles has kind of said to us, hey, maybe you should look into that contract that I told you not to look into all those weeks back, because he was scared of stirring things up. He didn't want to accidentally make things worse, invoke anyone's ire. But now he's risking it all for Patroclus, and you got to vibe with that. Got our lyre going well. It's all come together. We got this lovely room. We got our weights. We got our new bedding. We had some lovely relationships with Megara and with Thanatos. We've formed some permanent bonds, and now we're going to use the gun, the rail.
Hexagriff.
I do want to get Zeus in, which makes me think we should maybe go for Eris, because I think Eris is pretty good with Zeus. Bang the Than, exactly. So let's do that. We got old Skelly here. I know Skelly wants us to take him out. He did ask us to take him out. We haven't done that yet, but that's certainly something we could think about doing. Okay. Heat gauge full. What do we got? 2 extreme measures. Middle management, underworld, customs. All feels okay to me.
What could go wrong?
Let's give it a shot. I should put the light on.
You must accept that you are not like all the others here. Your differences do not make you deficient. They can make you strong. It's up to you.
But yes, our goal, you remember, is to try and get closer to all the Olympians. And currently, we're at... we're not quite unlocked for Zeus. We've done Poseidon, we've done Athena, we've done Aphrodite. We've unlocked Artemis, so we just have to give her an Ambrosia. Ares is locked. Dionysus is done. Hermes and Demeter both locked. So just a few to go, and then we should be good to enact the Queen's... Oh, here we go.
A waking phrase for Hexagriff, to be precise. Please beseech the weapon thus. I see your prideful fall down from the heavens to the flames. An odd connection to a past or future bearer. Apparently one who defied a god.
I see your prideful fall down from the heavens to the flames. That's a good sentence.
I see your prideful fall.
Oh man, none of these are on the attack. I wouldn't mind taking the cast, but we'll do a reroll. We've got 2 of them.
To be ungrateful here.
This is not a great one either, to be honest, but we'll take it. We'll take it. It'll probably still do the job.
Get dead.
Maybe we can upgrade the rarity on it later.
Exclusive access.
And I guess we'll give this a shot. We have a gun. Shouldn't be too difficult to not get hit, he says.
So,
But we'll see how we go.
They won't so much as scratch me. Yes.
The slightly scary thing with the gun, of course, is that the shots don't stop the enemies, so you do have to be cautious about that. But we've managed to do it, which is good.
There we go.
I should move that cable out of the way. There we go.
Concealed in the dark recesses of the underworld is the land of Erebus, wherein the dead await eternal sentencing. They long for the attention and good graces of their master, the Lord Hades.
The Lord Hades.
Is this where Father's goons assemble to come after me?
This is where they will hang out before they come over to us.
The more you slay your enemies, my kin, the stronger the bond between us, I think. Can you not feel it too? Though perhaps your lust for blood overpowers your other senses,
Okay. Special Inflicts Doom is a solid one, but our thing does hit pretty hard, so Doom's a little up and down. I like it. Blade Rift Dash is quite a fun one. Let's go with the Blade Dash. I do actually quite enjoy the Blade Dash. I come to really... Oh, there we go. That was the thing. Okay, we did spend a reroll, so let's grab another one. I like to have a few spare rerolls. I think they're really, really handy in terms of just maintaining your consistency over the course of a run. Okay, we did get nabbed there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we'll get by. And yeah, the Eris Rail, one of my favorite weapons probably. And I wanted to use Zeus specifically because I wanted that waking phrase. I knew it was the last one we didn't have. And also we do want to just have Zeus anyway so that we can try and max out our relationship with him. But yeah, it seems like it's all coming together. We've now unlocked Ares, so we just have to find him again to give him a an Ambrosia, and we should be good.
Ringers.
Hope everyone's having a nice evening. Whatever you're up to. I was playing a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV online, A Realm Reborn, just before I had my dinner, which is very pleasant. I've been getting into the ninja, which is a very fun class. I think Triple Bomb. Triple Bomb's very good. If we can build into our special. And also it means it's much easier to get into it with, because Eris Rail, remember, we want to be hit by the special. That's how we get our bonuses. Is we get buffed up the kind of glowing effect on us when we get hit by the special. And so it's the bigger the AoE, the easier it is to get in those. Both good options here. I think we'll go for Aphrodite because that's going to give us the biggest potential upgrade for our weapon damage.
My dearest little godling, how fares everything with you of late? I love to have these little interactions with you, simple as they are, for they have brightened many of my evenings here.
Thank you very much, Aphrodite. It is, it's always nice to hear from the gods. It's a shame we can't really talk back to them. You know, they kind of established that early on. 119%. Wow. And a fish. Lovely.
It's you or me, fishies.
I've really enjoyed my time with Hades, though. It's been a lot of fun. I'm still having a good time with this game. Fish. Got to get those fish. Let's go see Sisyphus. See if we can get a bit more, maybe a bit more darkness or some gold.
Hello?
Also be welcome.
You must have seen everything there is to see here in your father's underworld, haven't you, Prince? I figure that there isn't any place nicer than this.
Well, than this particular room? You're a big fan of this room?
Oh, well, I suppose now that you're free, you could always see for yourself. It's pretty different as soon as you reach Asphodel. Don't you have some place or somebody?
Honestly, I quite, of the three areas, I quite like Tartarus. I think if I had to pick one to live in, Tartarus seems like the nicest one, personally.
I'll take
I like the
here, thank you very much. You're
kind of gothic aesthetic. Oh, I guess it's more Greek rather than gothic, but I like the building style.
Much needed fresh start.
You know, I think Elysium is nice with its big open fields, but I've always been one for a bit of architecture. So Tartarus kind of does it for me. Asphodel, too hot. I don't like being that hot.
You roll smoothly
So
for eternity.
there you go, Baldy. Oh yeah. Well said.
Well, see you.
Okay, and we get 2% special damage bonus, which is not nothing, given that our special damage is pretty high already. You know, it all adds up.
There we go.
The other nice thing about the triple bomb is that the big weakness of the special is that it is a huge single target of damage, and a huge single instance of damage, and obviously that can't really stack up. But
Nectar bottle.
oh, a free nectar, lovely, and that'll give us an upgrade as well on the blade dash, which is probably the least useful one, but hey, blade dash is all right. I'm not going to complain too much. We could actually go to the shop here because the shop is cheaper at the moment than it has been recently. We turned off the extra cost on the shop.
Charon's shop.
Marn.
Pleasure doing business.
Big fan of Zeus's aid. Oh, we actually don't have enough. We need 2 more gold. Okay, well, no hearts for us, but never mind. I do like...
If I could take a minute of your time.
yeah, so the single target damage here, obviously, by firing 3, that kind of avoids the fact that armor blocks any excess damage. So when you break armor, you don't get any extra damage after the armor breaking hit. You can't do health damage on top, it doesn't bleed through. But obviously once we have the the multiple bombs. The first bomb breaks the armor, and then the other ones will deal damage to the health, which is nice. And we don't really need to kill everything here, but you do get gold for it, so it's worth doing.
Decidedly below my expectations.
Delicious.
Okay, and let's pump up that attack, because it is still going to be a bread and butter, and because it's lower rarity, probably best to buff it up a little bit. We could buy some treasure here. 13 gems isn't really all that. I don't know. I'm tempted to take it, but like it's not going to help that much. I'm not spending my gems anyway, as is. And maybe I should be. Okay, well, we can't afford both of these. But I think we can try and get jolted or something, maybe. There we go. Not the best jolted. Again, another common. I will take the darkness. Darkness comes a little more in handy than the gems do, honestly, at this point. But both useful. You know, there are some good late game things to buy into, but
Making me look bad, you know? Making me feel bad.
I do love Electo. Gotta love those shark teeth.
Electo, I didn't ask you to repeatedly attempt to kill me. How did you
A
expect
great look always. Hello, hello. Ken's die second. Good to see you, Martin.
You do know what happens when you make me feel bad, don't you?
Well then. Oh gosh, just walking into traps now. Where'd she go? Oh, she's over here. Wow, she went down pretty quick. Which is just as well, because that was very chaotic.
She's tough.
She is tough. But I like that. I kind of wish we got to see a bit more of Electo and Tisiphone than we do. I know you get a little bit of story every time we see them. Tisiphone has basically learned to say our name now, which is pretty cool. Given that she only had one word in her vocabulary previously. But I would have liked a little bit more.
Should I change
you
things
know.
up?
We would love to see Artemis. I don't really know what we'd want from Artemis, but we do want to see her or Ares, who's already in our build. Because then we can give them a thing to level them up. Almost at 100 escape attempts now. Also, another big story thing just happened. Wow, you're really racking through them. I know there are a few things. I think, as like I say, I think once we get to the kind of secondary ending, I think that's probably where we'll wrap it for the streams. But I will probably continue playing on my own. Oh, we do actually need to sell something here, don't we? What do I actually have? Is it just those three? Yeah, I might actually sell the Blade Dash, even though it's upgraded. It is the least useful thing and the most valuable thing.
Could use the extra coin.
So I'll take it.
Nowhere to go but up.
How many am I on? That's a good question. I don't know. Like, I think we're at like 70 attempts ish, something like that, something around there. I want to say. I'm not 100% sure, but something around like 65 to 70 ish, I think.
Right there.
Okay, well we can still kill him while he's down. You just want to beat Extreme Measures 4 once, then you'll quit. You don't want to see how high you can go in the heat. You don't want to just keep pushing it until you get that top level heat. And that's fair. I mean, I think that's the thing is, like, there's so many games I want to play. Like, I'm still enjoying this, but, like, I have so many games I want to play, new ones and old. And I've put a lot of hours into Hades, for sure. You know, talk about how much I played, like, Hollow Knight, and I've probably played Hades more at this point, which is wild to think about.
Another go up to the surface, boss. Might suggest you be very quick about it, and might give you this.
But they're already hitting a wall at 12 heat. I mean, 12 heat seems like a fair whack, to be fair. So, like, when I think about the number of things I have to have on at that point, I'll take a third dash, sure. Always. Okay, we got a shop, we got some health, or we've got a double room. I'll take the double room. Make sure we're nice and booned up. Doubling up on Yakuza. So I was thinking about that today. I was like, I could do that. I don't actually really want to do that because I don't want to overload in one game. And also, I would only have a day to edit the recap. But which of these would I rather have? I'd rather do Ares. Still winning more than you're losing. I mean, that's all right. Then I feel like that's not quite hitting a wall. Then if you're still in that scenario, I don't think we have lightning bolt. Well, actually, we do. Our call is lightning bolt, but I don't think our other ones are because it's chain lightning, which is like a slightly different effect. But I guess we'll take this.
It seems unwise of you to thus dismiss my offering. Suffer then a while by my hand.
Extreme Measures 3 jury summons. See, it's interesting. Like, I feel like I started off with some of those, but I actually feel like giving enemies more health and having more enemies can actually be more dangerous than just making the enemies stronger. Because I guess it depends how you play, but the longer the enemies are around, the more potential there is for you to make a mistake. Because you kind of think like, well, okay, well, if they've got more health, then they're still the same difficulty. I just have to fight them for a little bit longer. But, you know, the lower health they are, the quicker you can burst them down. And not have to worry about the... Like, you might be able to burst an enemy down before they can hit you, but if they have 15% more health, then they might get a knock-in on you before you've managed to kill them. And again, it kind of just depends how you play, I guess. Do you have a Chaos Gate here we could go to? I do like both of these, but we've got the dash we want. Let's try the Chaos Gate.
Let me have it.
And use Extreme Measure 3? Yeah. It's fair.
Here is my favorite among those immortals dwelling underneath the earth. May I change your life today?
I think middle management I've definitely come around on liking quite a bit. It doesn't feel too bad for the most part because it is just a case of kind of like Extreme Measures, I guess. You kind of have to just you just have to adapt to the new version of the fight, and then once you've learnt it the same way you learnt the old fight. There are ones we haven't got. Maybe we should do a reroll here, see if we can get some. I can't remember which ones we don't have. Boon list. Assault. We haven't had Assault. Although I don't think that's going to be great. We haven't had Defiance. Legend. You have an extra Death Defiance. Wow, that's kind of cool. You already have to have something else. So you have to come to Chaos a second time to get the Legendary, I see. Have we already done all of these? Looks like we've already done all. Okay, so we're not going to get the other thing now, but ooh, this is kind of fun. Only specialing for a bit. I don't know how I feel about that, but we could try it. It would make our special a lot stronger. But also a lot of health would be nice.
A worthy trade-off.
You're ultra, yeah. I guess you are quite an aggressive player. I could go for Demeter, maybe. I don't really know what. I mean, we could get Rare Crop would be kind of nice with the low rarity boons that we have. I remember I can't attack him. It's actually quite a nice fight to do without attacking.
Not yet.
There we go. All right. I want to put them on top of me. There we go. Alright, okay. That was messy. We took a lot of damage there.
The heat of your
You're a sledgehammer player. That's fair. Hi, Wayne. Good to see you.
It's fortunate I've just the thing for that.
Oh. She's got an air conditioner for us. Lovely. None of these are particularly exciting. Frozen Touch is good.
Shivering.
We do need some health, though. We're a bit low on health. This is one of those awkward Chaos Boons that kind of makes things a bit awkward. Oh, that's fantastic. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Sometimes luck just comes your way, you know? And you just have to say, oh, 69. Nice. You just have to say thank you. Oh, and straight into a shop as well. Look at that. Couldn't ask for more. 50, 175. Yeah, okay, we could do all of this. I'll take the Pom first. Upgrading Blade Dash again. Your revenge effects occur without taking damage. That is actually kind of cool, given that we have like the full chill. Alternatively, Slicing Shot would be okay. Let's take it. If nothing, we could always sell it if we want to. Like if we decide to sell the revenge boon, then we can sell it as well. But I actually think, you know, freezing a nearby enemy every 3 seconds completely is probably going to be quite good. Like it might be quite nice on bosses. I don't know how close the thing is on it. I kind of like this like more like evasive playstyle where I can't actually attack. I just have to like
I'm empty.
There we go. Whoa, hello. The extra dash, very, very handy for us here. We do have our cool as well.
You and me, Seven Hydra Head. Not now. Not now. I'm empty. Not yet.
Okay. Good to hear you managed to get to work on time, Wayne. I had no doubt in you. And there we go. Beautiful. Good to see you.
Heads down.
All right, we recovered from that that health incident thanks to the slightly fortunate set of rooms, but let's see what we got. Okay, so we could sell this. I think maybe we will, even though it's okay. It is a lot of gold to get us going.
Feel cleaner already. Which one?
I would like to see Artemis so that we can gift her an Ambrosia. I always say A and then realize it's Ambrosia. But we need to gift her an Ambrosia, so I would like to see her for that. Don't really need anything specific. Maybe we get her a little PP, the pressure points. That would be kind of nice. Reroll or a Nectar? Probably a reroll. Nectar is an upgrade though, like, but it could be on anything random. And at this point we have quite a lot of boons. Okay, this is where it starts to get a little scary. Having to do some Elysium stuff without our attack is a little nervy. Well, that's the Chaos Gamble, right? I mean, we do have our cast as well, so if we need to pick someone off with a little bit of damage, we do have our cast get the job done for us as well. If I didn't have the triple bomb, I wouldn't have taken that. But the triple bomb gives us a lot of leeway for big damage, which is nice to have. Okay, only one more room to get through, and then we're good to get back to business. Gold. Oh, we've actually got a lot of gold. The max health's more useful here, and also we get some darkness, which again, always very welcome.
Right swords. No.
I've got to remember I can use my dash as well, which gets not an unreasonable amount of damage going on things.
I'm out. I can't.
It's actually reasonably effective even without our attack, which is promising, to be honest. Oh, we got another butterfly ball. These things are real dangerous if you let the butterflies start to spread. Look at all these butterflies. Okay.
Something.
Do we have the Burning Blood cast or the other one? We have the one that makes them take more damage. Where does it show up? Oh, this one. Here we go. Boiling Blood. That's what it's called. I think that's the better one, honestly. I think there are like some specific circumstances where the other one is better. Like if you're doing a cast build, the other one is technically better, I think, because you don't, you're not going to attack that much. But like if it's a very pure cast build, it's actually an interesting choice here. Hammers are very good on the gun. But, oh, we can attack now as well, which is good.
I have to reload. One's Rayami.
Our attack is not actually particularly high damage because of the low rarity of it, but that's okay. We'll manage with it. It's not unreasonable, it's just not quite what it can be.
Not now.
We switch to movement and less damage and the recharge cast. Interesting. I definitely prefer the one that makes them take more damage, because I think I've definitely become more of a kill enemies quicker rather than
Exegriff grows stronger.
kill enemies quicker rather than like slowing them down. The recharge cast, I was using the recharge cast when we started out actually, and I think if you can get extra casts from Chaos, it's really good. But I started to realize that actually, like, in most scenarios, like just having the 3 casts is
Champions of Elysium, now
just a little, it's a little easier to manage. I think it's just more consistent than the other one, because the other one, like, sometimes you just not having the cast does actually just end up being a slight issue. I was trying to work out where my things were going, and I realized it's because I have the rocket bomb and it doesn't show. I confused myself there. But yeah, it kind of depends what you prefer, I guess.
I'll take it.
I don't dislike the recharge one. I think it certainly has its place. But I did come around on just like the consistency of having the 3 casts. Because like you say, like 3 seconds to wait for it to come back is not very long. So it's not like an unreasonable pick. Yeah, the one of Hermes where it recharges faster. Yeah, you can. Yeah, but that the
Not yet.
time limit there is not like huge, I don't think, compared to just having 3. Because I think the thing is, like, you tend to focus single enemies, right? So if you put your cast in and then kill them, you get it back anyway. But I could really go either way on that one. I don't think there's too much difference there one way or the other in terms of which is stronger. Like, I think they're very, very comparable, which is what you want, really. You want the balance to feel pretty even between the options. So that's good. Taking a lot of damage here.
Meg, come forth and be swatted, deadly butterflies. Don't do that. Won't catch this soul, thanks.
Here we go. You can stack multiple enemies, so you can always get the buff up. Yes, sure. Yeah, I mean, like, you can stack up multiple in the sense that you can, if there's more than 3 enemies, but like, I guess it depends how much you're fighting 3 enemies at once, right? Like, how often are you fighting 3 enemies in 3 seconds? And like with the bosses, you can just put one of your 3 in, and then wait, and then put that one more in like 10 seconds later, so that you just keep juggling them over. So it kind of works on bosses. They're basically the same thing functionally, I think. It's in the open areas where it's a little different. I think I just came to the conclusion that it was very rare that I wanted to put more than 3 casts in an enemy, but I did sometimes want to put 2 in to 2 enemies very quickly, which obviously you can't do with the other cast, the Stygian Soul.
Olympus, Lady Artemis, but I imagine it's less often that the stuff go all the way from there to here and back. What can I say? You make me proud to be.
But there are certain builds where I definitely would swap it out for the other one.
I never felt like I could be myself with everybody on this mountaintop, you know? So much posturing and bickering, and I just head out to the woods most of the time. Maybe you understand me better than the rest. I've no idea still. But I appreciate you've made attempts to try.
Thank you. I do my best, and there we go. Oh, that's a very cute. That looks like a Fire Emblem character.
You're pretty close with Ares, aren't you?
The one you make the case for is the crystal.
If I were you,
yeah, sure. I think any cast build you probably, well, I guess it kind of depends. Any cast build with Poseidon, you want the 3 casts rather than the if you're doing a cast build with like Hera, I guess I could see it, but then again it's that thing of like, if you put 3 casts in and fire it into the Hera bow, you're probably going to kill the thing you hit and then immediately get the casts back. But against a boss, obviously, if you have the Stygian Soul, you can put one in and hit them, put one in and hit them, put one, and you get more consistent damage over time rather than having to wait around. Whereas with the Hera bow with the 3 bloodstones, you're almost reliant on getting that Hermes thing that makes the casts pop out of them quickly for it to work right. And in fact, the one time we didn't have that, we almost died because we ran into trouble where we just weren't getting our cast back to do stuff. Pressure points, there we go. Well, and I think that actually the lasers you can kind of go either way on as well, because, you know, getting a laser every 3 seconds, you can just keep them up pretty consistently. So you can, even that you could kind of go either way.
Take care then.
Okay. We have a decent number of rerolls here. We can just go for more health. We are a little low on health. Again, I forgot I had this the rocket, so I was very confused for a second. The fact that they don't have any kind of indicator on them is very weird. I think the rockets are really good. Like, the base damage on them is nuts. Wow, that guy just absolutely did me in.
Phew.
Okay. You dislike the rockets? 2 single target. I mean, they have about the same AoE as the other one. I guess I can see the thing where, like, it's easy to miss with the rocket. Like, if you fire it off, it's easy to miss it. But the AoE on them is basically the same size as the AoE on the other thing. So I don't think you really miss out on... And it hits quicker. So, like, you're waiting... There's less downtime to hit them. Especially if they're close to you. Which is good because obviously, like, the special is your own way of stunning enemies because the attack doesn't stun them. So just getting a quick hit off is nice. And like the base damage, 80 base damage on them. I think the base damage on the standard rocket might be 60. But like base damage is like the biggest way to up your because all the percentages are additive. But if you increase your base damage, then that's going to basically multiply. So it's basically doing a third more damage than the other ones would do.
Let's get things started. Racy then. I'm empty.
You've used them before and DPS was off. Yeah, it may have just been the build. I've generally found them to be really consistent. I think the one downside to them is that it can sometimes be easy to miss with them. If enemies are moving around a lot. But I just think the damage on them is kind of nuts. Just blasting Fan all the time. I want to make sure I'm not doing anything too silly here. We don't need to worry about it too much. We've probably already won this battle, so we don't need to be too aggressive. So I need to remember to use my actual attack and not just use the rockets. Carl wants to be told not to get a takeaway. I mean, it will be more expensive. Oh, look at that. Double health. Thank you very much, Stan. I am a bit reckless, to be honest. I need to calm it down. Don't do it because fresh is better? Yeah. You would... I think you almost... Well, you might not spend more. You can spend more cooking for yourself, but...
Boosted a boon.
Static just shot. That's the jolted, right? Yeah, okay. That's a good one to up.
How is Hell treating you today?
Blade Rift's in a wider area. I think that's pretty reasonable. It's not an amazing boon, but we'll
I'll take this one.
We'll take it.
Care for a rematch?
I always do that. I'm really bad at ordering food because I'm always like I can plan it ahead of time, and if it's only me ordering it, I'm like, I could make something similar and it would cost less, and it would probably be healthier. And like sometimes it's good to treat yourself, you know. Just blasting Than all the time. I almost dash too early on a lot of those when he goes to throw the spear. Like I dash out before he's actually throwing the spear, and that's kind of dangerous. You fiend!
That ought to make Theseus shut it for a bit.
Okay. Beautiful.
There's my shade.
Alright, I think we just have Zeus and Demeter. Oh, and Hermes, I guess. I don't know if you need to do him or not. He's kind of like a half Olympian, so... I actually do quite like this. I could sell the high voltage, to be honest. Like, it's good, but it's good for like area clearing. That is quite good for the final area though. But then so is black metal.
Ooh, that's cold.
Sure, we'll do it. We'll do it. What do we got in here? Anything I could take? Yeah, these are pretty good. We could run. I still think Bone Hourglass one of the best.
I'll just take this one.
Just get these super long buffs
Clear.
that just run us the whole way through, getting health, getting everything back. Can't really argue with it, to be honest. I think maybe the best. If you discount like the utility of the god trinkets, then I think Charon might be the best trinket in the game. Maybe, certainly for the last area. I think it's that and Acorn. I think they're the best two.
Something I can use. Let's see what's in here.
Okay, beautiful. Loads of
You're nothing.
loads of rat burritos there, which is always a very welcome sight.
Rearmed. No way.
Okay, just work our way through here quickly. Just get it done, you know.
Don't like the look of that big bother over there.
Right, I want to make sure the other enemy comes in here because they're the more dangerous one.
Meg, help.
There we go.
Rewarded.
Chaos, absolute chaos. Do we just knock this up more, or do we take more Zeus's aid? This is a big bump to Zeus's aid. This is a big bump to our general damage. Zeus's aid is really nice for the Hades fight to help get rid of the ads quickly, because the ads, I think, are one of the more dangerous bits to take a bunch of damage on.
Got to find something.
Got some coleslaw and a Diet Pepsi with it, so it's okay. Is that like from the healthy perspective, from the cheap perspective? What did you get? I'm always torn on like getting like a lot of meal deals come with like a big thing of you get like a 2 liter of drink or like a 1.5 liter, and it's like, this is useful, like I will use this, but also I already have like a 2 liter of soft drink in the house, but also it's part of the deal, so it would be silly not to get it. Like it's not costing me a lot. Peri peri and chips, but it's healthy now. That is the combo. I think that's generally what I tend to go for. I actually tend to go for spicy rice and coleslaw over the chips, but I sometimes will go for the chips. If we're talking Nando's or Nando's equivalent, I tend to go for the spicy rice more than I go for the chips nowadays. I really like the spicy rice. It's nice, nicey spicy rice. But I could go either way on that. The chips are also, you can't go too wrong with chips. They're chips, especially like spicy peri salt chips. I think he just ran away. Oh, see, those 3 dashes just make such a difference. You can basically just avoid the damage on those. Not on Nando's, and you didn't like the rice when you tried it. More expensive. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. If it's not Nando's anyway. I like Nando's spicy rice, and it's the same, you know, obviously with Nando's it's all included. Like, you know, you get your food and you get 2 sides with it, so you can get whatever. So you don't really miss out on anything by having the I think we take the health here. We are quite low on health. You don't need as much with the gun, but it's better to be safe than sorry. It's easy to take a big couple of hits from Hades. But I do like the coleslaw because I like a hot a hot Perry. Like I like a nice, usually just the hot, not the extra hot. I usually go for the hot. But I do like a coleslaw. I like something that's spicy and then something cool with it as like a compliment. It's nice. You get the heat, but then you also get something just to freshen up after the hot thing.
Refreshing.
Great combo. Ooh, a fish. I always think about buying or maybe making a peri-peri sauce and then putting it on things that aren't chicken, because I think I've only had it as a chicken thing, and I'd be interested to see if it works with anything else. We could buy a diamond here, but I don't really want a diamond that much. So I might just buy the other stuff, to be honest. What are we talking here? 600. We could just afford everything.
I can use this.
We never actually got a second hammer after I think I skipped over that hammer. Did I? No, we took the rocket. We did. Ignore me. We did get a second hammer. Critical damage, foe is marked. This is great. One PP proc, and we're going to be getting tons of additional crit. And I think we probably... support fire is really good with the gun, because obviously it fires very quickly. We should probably take support fire.
Good enough to eat.
And I think 119 to 173 is a huge jump in damage. And then I think we probably just take the core damage. No, I'm gonna take the Zeus's aid. The main decider between cooking and ordering these days is washing up.
Vigilant
that's not unreasonable. I guess it kind of depends what you get as a takeaway, but like, because I'm like fussy about stuff, I actually find it easier with, because like when I cook myself, I just wash up the pans, and then when I get a takeaway, I feel like I have to wash up the things it comes in before I throw them away. And like, for some reason, I don't know why, they're smaller, but for some reason that annoys me more than just washing up the pans.
You have circumvented all of my security measures.
But I think that's just me being a dumbass. So, all right, let's go, Pops. Oh, he's off already. Look at that.
You brought that on yourself.
I'm just going to use this call just to get them gone, because they're the most dangerous part. See, that triple dash just lets you safely get out of range pretty much every time when he does the big spin. Actually, one of the dangers of build is it's sometimes it's difficult to tell what's going on, and you can just kind of miss what's happening. I love washing things. I don't mind it, but I don't love it. I don't even say I love washing things. It doesn't bother me, because I can, you know, you can throw a YouTube video on or something, listen to a podcast. It's not the end of the world, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing to do.
No holding back. Out of my sight.
Oh god, oh god. I probably should have just shot him, but I didn't know how low he was. You used to just do that, but now you have to interact with chat. Yeah, that's the problem with watching a stream versus watching a YouTube video. Is that you want to talk to everyone. Like watching a YouTube video, there's nothing I can do, so I can just watch the video. Likewise with a podcast. But interactive media, it's a problem, because now I want to talk to people. Do 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 do. Okay. We'll take these off for a sec. I think you put rocket bomb before triple bomb. I think that makes more sense. Greatest reflex. Can't go wrong. Maimed flourish and heart stone. Look at that. That's a build. Once I had a love and he wanted to bone. Soon found out he had a heart of stone.
The clever-minded prince again eluded certain death, up to a certain point, but then, predictably, made one of his fatal mistakes again.
Thank you very much. No, it's a good emote.
Wonder if I can get out even faster.
A little dance emote. I like it.
So what I mean to say is that I'm sorry, Hypnos.
Aw, it's
You're my
nice.
brother, but I haven't always treated you that way.
A bit of brotherly love.
Would you be willing to forgive me?
Look at that, it's all coming together.
Oh, come on, Thanatos. Are you kidding me right here? We're like two skeletons in a crypt. You're the best, and you're always looking out for me. Even when you're not around for what can seem like eons at a time.
It is very funny because, like, knowing that this is Greg Kasavin, Hypnos voiced by Greg Kasavin, the main writer for Supergiant Games, and like I've heard Greg Kasavin talk for years because he used to work for GameSpot. He used to do a lot of video stuff for them. So I'm very familiar. You can hear his voice in it, but it just sounds so different. It's very funny.
Well, let's not
I
get
enjoy
ahead
it.
of ourselves here. We each have got important jobs to do. Isn't that right, brother?
There's a nice place to cameo him as the guy who like chats to you every time you die.
Huh, that is right.
Yeah, I miss Sihara. I can't believe it's gone.
Everything is as
Come
it
here a
always
moment,
was.
please.
Mother?
All right. We've matters with Olympus to resolve. They don't know I'm here, most of them, besides Zeus, maybe Athena. They think you're Nyx's son rather than mine, and that your goal is still to join them on their mountaintop.
Mm-hmm.
What a mess. What can we do? The gods of Olympus have all been very good to me for the most part. I don't feel great about deceiving them. They keep trying to help me escape.
What can we do? We can make peace with them, and let them know the truth.
Oh, here we go.
So much
This is
as
it.
they would tolerate. Diplomacy is not your father's strong suit, but I'm going to need you two to do exactly as I say.
Schemes, yeah.
Yes, Mother. So what do you intend to do, and how do I fit in?
We're going to invite all of them to a little family gathering. Here. And you shall
Ooh.
personally deliver them
Oh, a
their
party.
invitations
I like
like
it.
this.
I love a party.
Mother, are you serious? So we're just going to have a bash with them, and they'll just see you after all this time and be fine with everything?
They certainly shall not be fine with
She just comes
everything.
out, she's like,
But Hades and
surprise
I will be
bitches,
prepared to tell them what they
bet you
need to
thought you'd
hear.
seen the last of me.
Don't worry. I shall do the talking.
What are you going to say?
Oh, you know, that we met, fell in love, eloped, had a child. A child who, once grown, sought desperately to reconnect with his extended family. To the chagrin of his grim lord father.
Hades just working on his,
That's all true. As individual statements, at least.
just doing his stuff, you know, he keeps busy.
Fortunately, our loving and dutiful son at last persuaded his mother and father to reveal their secretive relationship and make an effort to rejoin their great family.
Your mother won't be happy that you left.
No, she thinks you're dead.
I'll deal with her. Perhaps I'll have to visit her and the rest of them from time to time, if that's what it shall take. But I'll be back. I have no choice. Did you know that if you eat the seeds of an underworld pomegranate, then you cannot leave for 1 month out of the year per seed?
Oh wow, there's a lot of seeds in a pomegranate.
What? No, I never knew that.
I guess you can eat them loose, right?
Neither do they.
How soon is this family gathering you have in mind going to take place?
Wait, she's gonna just bait them all into eating some seeds,
Soon after you invite them all, I hope.
or she's just jesting with them.
And trust in me, all right?
She's like, oh, I've got to go. Oh, the pomegranate seeds, you know.
Trust, I think.
So I gotta stay there.
I know what you
Sorry.
mean. I'll let you know when it's done.
That's a great excuse to get out of a family gathering. It's like, oh, sorry, I've got to go at 8 p.m. I had some pomegranate seeds earlier, and you know, ooh, you know how it is.
Hello, decorative object. I'm working on trying to find your pact, Achilles. Just need a little more time to sort it out.
I've nothing if not patience, lad. And I shall try to keep my hopes in check. Thank you for your effort.
It's all coming together.
When next we speak of
It is all coming together.
Maybe when you've succeeded.
Hey, Dusa. How's it going?
Miss Dusa, I wanted to apologize for when I pried about your past. I just wanted to get to know you better, but I was insensitive and I'm sorry.
Oh, Your Highness, Zagreus, come on. Don't even worry about it. I'd already forgotten. Really, no big deal. It's just the past me. It's as though it wasn't even me. This is me now. I'm glad I'm here.
I'm glad you're here too, Dusa.
And I'm glad too.
Hey, there we go. That's one video game. We have got a lot of darkness. We could consider buying another title, maybe. But also we could... I don't remember how much the next title is. We could also save it up for another reroll.
The Master Chambers.
We could actually afford it. 5 and 1500. Oh, hello.
This hymn is dedicated to your deeds, my friend.
Thanks very much, Orpheus.
I happen to be looking into our security situation here, just running background checks, that sort of thing. And I was wondering if you could help me locate an old pact signed by Achilles. Nyx.
Here we go.
Just to him, but me.
Achilles. We would struggle to put someone comparable in his role.
I mean, he can still do the job,
Be that
right?
As it may. Epsilon Iota Theta, Rho Folder, middle, I believe.
EIT.
You are certain about this child?
Never been more, yeah, never been more certain, Nyx.
How's my little baddie doing, Zach? The one I gave you. It's just a little pup. I think I should be honest with you. Please tell me I was right.
I thought, I didn't look at the subtitle at first, and I thought she said, "How's my little baddie doing?" And I was like, that's a funny thing to call us, but hey, I'm doing alright.
Betty's doing great, Meg. Reminds me of you every time I think of her. Helps keep me company throughout my little trips
How's my little
outside.
baddie doing?
So you've a thing for bats then?
That's good. And yes, the bats around here, they and I have always shared an understanding, you could say. I usually care for the pups myself.
Aww.
But Batty, she seemed more
That's
yourself.
cute. Looks after the little pet bats.
That she is. You're free, bats.
What a lovely place. Zach with the nepotism again. I mean, that's the whole pantheon, right? Hey, check it out. It's really him. Oh, we should turn in our fish, of course.
Just for you, chef.
You got to turn those fish in.
We're settled up.
Hey, little sheep boy. Good to see you. How are you doing? Nice of you to drop in. Okay. Okay. We're doing all right for stuff, I think. Anyone out in the garden? Just check that. Meow.
Thinking I ought to check the old administrative chamber now.
Long time no see. Yeah. How are things? Things are good.
Nyx mentioned.
We're getting, I think, near to the end of Hades.
Archives, holding many binding pacts.
How are
between
you? How are
Orpheus
you
and the
keeping?
dead, resides an old agreement, in exchange for services from an extraordinary warrior, for eternity with an Elysium for his dear partner.
Should be able to approve a few revisions to that one with the house contractor, I think.
Okay, brilliant. Always a pleasure to see you. Sometimes catch you in fizzy streams here and there. You've been pretty busy of late. Okay, lounge. Painting skeletal. Depicts a skeleton enjoying the afterlife. Do kind of like the idea of a vintage shelf. Anything else in the bedchambers? It's just bits and pieces, isn't it? You would offer a job being apprentice chef today. Congratulations, that's fantastic news. On the path to chef life. Brilliant. Well done. Yeah, it's a hard gig. I had a friend who's been working as a chef. It's definitely a tough job, but he seems to really like it. So that's great news. Congrats on the apprenticeship job. Here we go. We've done it. Queen's plan. Boof.
Figuring out, but so does any decent.
Invited Zeus, Poseidon, Demeter, Athena, Aphrodite, Ares, Artemis, Dionysus, Hermes, and then report afterwards. Okay. How many escaped was that? 67. 67. There we go. Right. What have we not used on this heat? I actually don't know.
Exegriff, I see your prideful fall.
Oh right, yeah, of course. This aspect of Lucifer. You have Igneous Eden, which launches volatile hellfire.
Grant me the aspect of Lucifer.
Let's just we're not going to use it right now because we've just used the gun, but oh, look at that, it's a laser.
That's a rearm.
Oh, and it's like a little AoE thing. That's kind of cool. Oh, and they blow up as well. That's fun. Does that when you shoot them, they just blow up? Yeah, okay. When you shoot them, they blow up. And they do a bunch of damage when they blow up, I think. Best gun? It seems pretty cool. I kind of want to see how much that does. 65. That's pretty okay. I mean, it's I guess it's more of a... I guess it's more focused on the main fire than it is on the other stuff. 7.
Ready, Malphon.
7.
Malphon.
7. 6. 7. 6. Okay. Give Excalibur another whack if we wanted, or we could go for Nemesis, which I think is like a solid weapon. Should we try the aspect of Arthur again?
Arthur.
I don't think the extra damage reduction's all that. Like, so we get this AoE. It's a weird weapon, but I'm kind of into it.
And we're back.
Okay, so we need to invite everyone, right? So I guess it doesn't really matter who we get first. So let's get old Afro out.
Hey, room.
Especially with Ares is brutal. Oh right, yeah, I guess because like it probably just like it keeps proccing it every time the Doom pops off. That's kind of cool.
Let's see what happens.
New Windows 10 update. See if it fixes Game Pass. Yeah, I hope it does.
Okay, I think I'm ready. In the name of Hades,
I had some issues with Game Pass. I mean, that's kind of why I ended up redoing my hard drive. Here we go.
Why, this is something, dearest. Such an enigmatic message you have sent. How positively captivating. I must know what it says. It bears the marks of others on Olympus, so perhaps we ought to share some common knowledge on the subject.
I actually kind of want it on the attack, but I wouldn't mind it on the special. That would be okay.
Love it.
This thing hits so hard. It's good. It's very slow. And that is a little bit scary, but...
May I help you?
One thing, our special is still functionally the same. It's just that when we use it without that field here, we get these things.
Limitless darkness.
Which I believe also disable traps if you put them over traps. Like if I put one here, see this trap is no longer active. Which is like a fun little bonus. Oh, the range on it is actually kind of crazy compared to the normal sword. Like it seems a little bit longer. Maybe not like ridiculously long, but sure. Okay, we'll give it a shot. The big suit is like, I think is it 200 as standard, and then it goes up obviously 400 if you backstab them or something.
You shall not escape.
Let's give it a go.
Oh no. Okay, I got hit.
You could do better than that.
That's my own fault. I was trying to see how much damage the third hit did. There's 200 by default. Ah, well, we get an onion. Okay, that's good though, because we do get one of the many ironies of living, it can thus be called, in this eternal realm of gloom, is that the onion, among every southern sustenance discovered, ranks among the sole reminders here of our once mortal diet. A foul root, best known for bitterness, or for unprompted issuance of tears. I love an onion. What a good ingredient. But a reminder of our unsatisfying job there in combat. Yeah, a big 200 hit by default. But yeah, obviously as soon as you put like an attack on that, you're going to get that up to like 400 or so, especially if you're getting backstabs. You know, you'll be looking at 1,000 damage depending on what you're doing.
Let's see.
Pretty cool. Needs to collect onions. Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like, I guess you don't have to like try and fail. You just like, sometimes you'll just mess it up, right? Like we did there. We didn't actually get to do Ares there. I'm actually kind of tempted to put Ares on the attack because it's so slow and prodding.
Wretched sneak.
I actually did get a hit on me there, but oh, I got away. Oh, big, perfectly timed Y attack there.
I offer you this ambrosia in your name and honor, Lord Ares. To the god of war.
To the god of war.
How many foes have I vanquished with your aid and guidance? But more than that, I am pleased to know you and to be your cousin.
Okay.
Such an exquisite gift this is indeed. Yet the destruction you have sown, the sheer carnage, nothing can surpass that, I should think. Should you ever go to war, my kin, genuinely go to war, I mean, do look me up. I imagine I would take your side.
Just give me a buzz. I love a war. It's what I'm all about.
In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message. Lord Ares, please consider our proposal, once you're able to decipher it.
My, what is this, my kin? Some sort of invitation for me, I presume? Not just for me. This symbolizes all the others here? Most intriguing. I shall investigate the meaning of this as quickly as I'm able then. But first...
So look, I know I've been trying to come to you, but not really working. Turns out I can't really leave, so why don't you come here instead? Just a little bit easier for all of us.
It's me.
You're like Artemis on the attack? That does sound pretty solid. What weapon is this run? This is the Arthur sword, the like super slow, heavy hitting sword, which I think we've only used the once before. Yeah, so you see we only did 168 damage there because it emptied the armor, so it just blocked. Oh, he actually managed to punch me there somehow. Big damage. Big dick damage. That's what we like to see. Alright.
Again, your tampering.
Gotta be careful of these guys. A lot of grabbers here. There we go. Big Daddy sword. Quite. Well, we got our health, which is what we actually came for. Plenty of options here. Chaos, obviously, a nice thing to pick up if you can. I don't think it's an essential thing on every build necessarily, but I do really like Chaos. Especially if you can get it early, less of a gamble.
And then suddenly return to life within your father's residence. Perhaps it is akin to when I first gained consciousness so long ago. Perhaps I too
Ooh.
had just expired only to reawaken.
Very philosophical chaos. Okay. More health. More dash strike damage. Actually, like, could be kind of nice. I like our dash strike. We already have a lot of health because Arthur starts with like 50 additional health, I want to say. Yeah. So less necessary. And the dash strike, I'm amping that given that it already does a ton of damage.
Hey, sir.
Hey, Prince.
It's going to be pretty sick.
So, you do know Baldy's just a plain old rock with a few lines chiseled into him resembling a face, don't you? Chiseled into it, I mean. Just so you don't get the wrong idea.
Baldy's so nice. Look at him. What a good lad.
Come now, sir. We both know full well Baldy's much more than that. You really think I doubt the power of Baldy after everything we've been through?
No, it was just a jest there at Baldy's expense. Look at him. He gets so annoyed when I call him a plain old rock like that. But then he calls
That's a
me
test.
an old lazy lump, and then we're even for a while.
Baldy means a lot to us. Food.
Got just the thing.
Nice.
That's mine. An offering to the finest boulder in all of Tartarus.
Give him a big pat on the face.
Good chat.
All right, what do we get there? 2% ambiguous bonus. You do not know if you believe in Baldy. I think I do. I think I know.
Do not
Right, more damage from traps. We do need to be careful about that. He says, immediately walking onto a trap.
I get the feeling I am being watched.
But we can disable this one, which will make our life a little bit easier. Yeah, see, look, the range you can actually hit on those is actually kind of crazy. And also you notice it slows down projectiles that go through it, which is kind of fun. Just to be a little bit careful, because I presume they speed up again once we come out of it. Range on that is actually nuts. We just about caught the corners of those two traps and it disabled both of them. Oh, we can probably just back off here.
Enough.
Now to collect.
No sense of being too reckless with this very slow weapon. Is the lyre completely mastered? I don't know, but it seems like it. From what they've been saying about it, it doesn't sound like there's much more to do with it. But I guess I don't actually know. I'm still playing it a little bit here and there. Wayne seemed to imply that it was. I think, but
I think you can stop me.
he may have been keeping things under wraps. Maybe it was either you or Martin. I think someone said. I'm sure someone said mastered, but maybe you were just saying that. I don't know. Already finished the game. Yes, yeah. Centaur Soul, always welcome. Nice thing to have. It's just 25 health. I mean, you have to heal it back up, but that's not too difficult to do. I guess we go see Poseidon here. Because we can't really afford two things from the shop.
Alright, here goes. In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message. Uncle Poseidon, hope you can make this out.
What's this, nephew? Why isn't this a note? Or part of one?
A
addressed to
note?
me? But it appears there should be other pieces for the others here. Ah, it's like a sunken treasure then. Which means I must seek its mysteries at once.
I love Poseidon. He's a fun guy. He's always looking for adventure. We should play a complex tune and talk to Orpheus. It's done. Sweet. Knocking foes away. Actually kind of interesting because obviously with how hard it hits, knocking foes away could be quite good. Let's try it. We can always sell it if it's not working. It's not. The thing is, it's not going to work against the boss anyway, and we might just end up selling it here regardless. In which case, it's probably good that it was an epic. There we go. Full name. Well done.
No, wait. Just the first part. No murderer. Just Zagreus. Or let's see. How about Happy?
Happy
Can you say
Zagreus.
Happy?
See, now you've just confused a Zag. Wow! Just dashed right into that. It's actually like one of the, I think this is one of the harder fights with this weapon, just because everyone, like, it goes quite slowly. Oh, I went straight into all of those where they were all slowed down. I just walked into them all. What a fool. Why did you order Diet Pepsi? Regret? Only you can answer that. Whoa. Messy. But the Furies are vanquished.
Go wrongfully accuse somebody else. My build from chaos is transformed.
Okay, and now we get some more dash strike damage, which is good.
Okay.
Alright. I don't actually know what I would sell here. I probably would just sell the Poseidon thing. I guess. Because the cast upgraded and I kind of like the slicing shot. Maybe we'll try and get hunting blades, seeing we didn't get them. Oh, we did actually get them in the end, didn't we? Well, anyway, let's carry on with it. They could be nice to have, given that we're they'll keep enemies busy while we're rattling around slowly with our big sword. And also we can get some sweet crits on our huge damage. Go for some big numbers. I'm always a little loath to go for crits on slow weapons, because obviously the faster weapon you're going to see crits more often, and it doesn't actually matter because like the DPS is the same regardless. But if you have a slow hard-hitting weapon, you might just not get a crit by the time you kill the enemy. Like the DPS increase from having a percentage of critical is the same regardless of the weapon's speed, but the slower and harder hitting a weapon, the more likely you'll already have killed the enemy before the crits start proccing. So it feels a little less good. We're doing okay for health. We can grab some gold here. Make sure we've got enough to go shopping as Asphodel goes on. Does it stop lava? It does also stop lava damage. That's cool. Yeah, see the range it hits at. I feel like sometimes if you hit an enemy and they move away, like it still hits even though you would have hit them late. Good pokes. The dash attack definitely feels slower by comparison. Which of course everything with this weapon is, but health upgrade. Shot would be nice. We can get try and get a boon. Work with that. Oh, we got a hammer as well. Sure, we'll take a hammer.
I'll pay for that.
I don't like any of these that much. I guess we could take Hoarding Slash, but it's not very good. I guess Piercing Wave is probably okay. It's just bonus damage on the bonus AoE damage on the attack. It'll do the job. Do we just take Heartbreak Strike and then just go with it for now? Or do we take Life Affirmation maybe and then just try and... Maybe take Life Affirmation. I don't like having, like, the same effect on my attack and special because it feels a little bit wasteful. Even though the percentage is still nuts because it's Afro. It just feels a little wasteful to do it like that. Okay, now she's gone a little bit easier. Oh, got hit by that. You can't get hit by those. They do so much damage. There we go. Alright.
Farewell, found you, Huntress. Here, in the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message. Especially for you, Lady Artemis.
Wasn't too bad in the end. We managed to get it done.
Message for me. Oh, looks like there's one for everybody on Olympus then. Felt rather special for a moment there, and now you're making me check in with all the others. Great.
Yeah, sorry, Artemis. It's a family gathering. I know you're not super big on those, but hey. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. I do like the look of the wave attack. The piercing wave thing. And I think maybe it goes through shields as well because it's a pierce.
Alright, lads.
It says it's a pierce.
Bigger waves.
Magma kill. Wow, that was a lot of damage there. I gotta remember to use these hunting blades, otherwise there's no, or like, just saw blades, otherwise there's not much point in picking them up if you're not gonna, they do good damage. Just gotta remember to actually use them.
I get to be the messenger this time. In the name of Hades, Olympus,
This is such a weird weapon because you have to play so differently than the speed you play the game at the rest of the time.
Why, that looks like you've got a message just for me this time. How special is that, boss? Some sort of invite from the looks of things. You sure that I'm supposed to have this, seeing as I'm not officially involved?
Of course.
Let's go, let's go.
Tough picks there. That was a difficult choice, but it's just such a tough thing to turn down Greatest Reflex. Oh, they're both here again. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna take a break for just a moment, just to get a drink, because this seems like a nice place to do it. We can, you can listen to them sing. I will be back in just a moment. So stay tight. Stay tight, hang tight, stay fresh, get a drink if you need to, refresh yourself, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. I will be back very, very shortly. Okay, I am back. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're keeping fresh and steady.
Hey, nice of you to visit us, Your Royal Majesty.
Let me just move my chair. Thank you very much. Okay, what do we actually want here? How many things do we have? I'd be happy if the rarity on that went up. I'd be happy if the rarity on this went up. It is actually tempting to take that, but I think we take the Pom Porridge here. I think we've got consistent boons. All 4 of these are going to go up because you can't get extra levels on Hermes. I don't know if you can upgrade Life Affirmation, but I guess we'll find out. I think I'd be happy with these 3 getting Poms on them, to be honest, so... You can't. Okay, well, good to know. Want to remember. Some of the boons don't get upgrades, even though they are regular ones. Oh, you're everywhere today, Karen. Right. Another upgrade.
Always a pleasure, Karen.
Yeah, I did want that over the extra boon. I didn't actually check my gold, but I bought the one that was more important to me first anyway, so it's fine. We can get some good secondary boons, but good to get that bonus. Oh, Green Learning. I just can't remember what Green Learning does. Oh, it's a spawner. Okay, interesting. This is actually really nice to have this so that we don't lose, we don't take damage from being on the lava. Yeah, big chain blades, that's the good stuff. That's what it's all about.
I'm empty.
Ooh, the big slammers. Dangerous. There we go. It's a weird build because it is slow, but I actually do think the blades have worked out really well because they let us get a bit more quick burst damage out.
Oh, for me.
And they're a good way to deal. Obviously, we do single target, and they're good at anything that just wants lots of quick hits. There's not too much like damage mitigation in this game. It's not like Overwatch where they take less damage per hit on when they have armor, other than the like overkill mechanic on the armor. But okay, do we take another god here? I guess we probably can. What do we got? Take a nice call. Look at a nice Dionysus call. Always a very welcome one. Good to see Dionysus. He loves a party. We've got to get him invited. Do we just sell this? I guess we probably do. It's kind of a shame. But given that it didn't get upgraded.
The gods won't mind.
Buy a Yarn of Ariadne. We don't get it very often. Nice to have. Get a stronger boon next time. We do need to try and pick up a few here so that we can have something to sell again. Always worth bearing in mind. You know, you do what you can. Asphodel feels quite short a lot of the time. Especially if you end up going to some of those rooms like... Eurydice. $864. Brilliant. That's triple damage, remember, for a crit. So 288 is what we're doing as standard. Oh, that's nice though. There's big numbers. You love to see a big number. Who doesn't enjoy a big number? Cowards.
this sword.
Breaching Slash, bonus damage to armor. I do like double Nova, but we haven't taken this, so let's do it. Bonus damage to armor is actually probably quite good anyway, so.
All right, who's next?
Just huge damage.
Welcome.
Yeah, see, that lets us safely approach the butterfly there, which is nice. Nice 291 dash attack as well.
Hope this lives up to your expectations.
Lovely.
In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message.
All right.
Should be a good time, Lord Dionysus.
Zagman, a party?
Oh, just for a moment, Zag. Now, I can recognize an invite when I see one, man. And this is definitely, almost certainly, some sort of invite. One for me and one for everybody else, it looks like here. Oh, I'm excited. That is something really special, I can tell.
Okay, none of these are quite what I would like. I would take premium vintage, maybe. I'm very tempted to reroll here. I don't like Drunken Dash because it applies where you leave from and not where you come from. No, sorry, it's where your dash starts, not where it ends, and that's very awkward to use.
How about a different set of choices?
There we go. Dionysus Aid. All of these pretty good. After party things good. Sustain. Strong drink. Fantastic.
Strong stuff.
But we'll take Dionysus Aid. I think one of the best. That was a rarity up as well. And we got a blue. But, you know, what can you do? That's how it goes sometimes. Okay. It's weird, I shouldn't really use, it's so tempting to use the slash because it's the most powerful thing, but actually, like with the sword, I generally don't use the slash very much because it's much more dangerous than just using the dash attack. So maybe I shouldn't use the standard attacks as much as I am. And just try and get the dashes in more. I think it's worth it if you can get the hit off, but it's a little risky. This is an interesting one as well because the poke is the first attack is like the dash attack on. Have we done both of these? Did we do? We did do both of them, didn't we? Yeah. Splash dash would be really nice if we could get that.
Megara? Here. Butterfly chamber. Farewell.
Definitely feels like a weapon we have to play a bit slower just because of how slow it is.
In the name of Hades.
But we got there. Yeah, Hydraulic Might also pretty good, but again, slow weapon. A bit more difficult to use.
Where are you now? Ah, you again. Then here. Fates know I'll not be needing this.
Oh? Okay, he's just... I thought he was going to offer me something special because we'd found out about the pact. These are quite difficult. I don't like either of these that much. I'm actually going to take the health here. Because our health is okay, but you do need extra health because this is a slower... Worth remembering also we take less damage when we're in the AoE thing. So we should try and fight in it where we can. Get back here. No, he survived. There we are.
Feeling stronger.
150 gold. No, this weapon's too slow of a clearer, I think. I don't think we earn enough to make it worthwhile. Not a huge fan of this weapon. I like it because it's quite different, but I don't love playing with it. Like I'm definitely someone, at least in this game, I definitely prefer the faster weapons to a slow, hard-hitting one.
One's rearming.
Alright. Slow but steady.
Lady Artemis.
Let's hope it wins the race. Heart Rend. Your critical effects deal more damage to weak foes. So instead of 300%, we'll do 450%. That's not a bonus, that's of the total. So it would be, normally it's 3 times damage, it'll be 4.5 times damage, which I think we definitely take.
Thanks,
Not too difficult to weaken foes with our special. I think health over gold again. Still a little low for this particular weapon, for my money. Okay, that's fine. We can afford to let a couple rearm here and there. If it means you get to kill everything else, sometimes it's not the end of the world if something rearms. You do what you can.
Mine.
We're surviving okay. Not amazingly. We're surviving okay.
Took care of those for you, mate.
Fish.
Should come in useful.
Hunter's Mark. again, very. This is not great. I mean, we're doing 450%. 465 is not a big difference. And support fire is not great with a very slow weapon. So, right, let's see how this goes. We have to take our time on this one, I think. That's the thing. It's always tempting just to go in, especially after you've just done an Eris rail run. And it's like you can't afford to do that. You can't afford to just go in. Oh, I just I thought he'd dash a bit further there, and I dashed right into where he was going. Make sure we get 5 stacks on him for maximum damage. Xbox controller gets a real workout on the higher heats. Yeah, it does.
Prepared to be sent screaming back to the hellish darkness.
Go on, run into something. There we go. Cooking outdated, healthy overrated, long have we waited, hunger abated. Beautiful. That's weird, those projectiles look really strange slow. Ah, 698 crit. That's the good stuff. A triple dash making us pretty safe against his nonsense. Okay, not that safe though. I like how slow his spear goes there. That's very nice. Carl gets poetic after a takeaway. And now, a bloated dog walk.
Very nice.
Delightful. Enjoy that.
Thanks for believing in me, my good shade. Be seeing all of you next time, all right?
A walk after a big meal can sometimes be a lot to deal with, but it's often exactly what you need as well. So.
Take the train.
Oh man, this is actually difficult. I don't know what. I honestly don't know what we would sell here. So maybe we. Oh, this is tough. I would sell Hunter's Mark. It's okay. It is good. It's not like essential to the build. We have to sell something, so. Who have we not seen? Zeus. Demeter. What have we got in the shop first? Were we taking a Charon here? No. I will take that. I don't want to re-roll for Charon. Oh, we could. We could try a re-roll. We haven't got a lot of gold though, so it's a bit of a risk. Let's not worry about that. Let's get Zeus on board, I guess. See if we can see him. I mean, we may not get him anyway, because depending on where he shows up, we may not actually get a chance to gift him. If he shows up in one of the rooms, we hypothetically could, but only if it's one I'm not going to go down a weird one for him. You know?
Just had to get through Cerberus up there.
So we'll see how it pans out. Okay, well, we may end up seeing him. We will see.
Hello.
Does it negate poison? I don't actually know if it will. I might be asking too much. It's kind of a trap, but it's also like an enemy attack, so I bet it negates those poison traps specifically, which would be nice, like these ones here. I bet it stops those from popping out stuff. Big 638 there, very nice. I think that was from the Ares thing rather than from the sword. Can you turn heat down or is it permanent? You can do what you want with it, but you only get rewards for extra heat, so you can turn it up as much or as little as you want. You could crank it up really early. You could crank it up very early from the start, if you wanted to, but you don't get extra rewards. So like, if you've only beaten it on heat 2 before, if you put it on heat 3, you get an extra set of rewards. If you put it on heat 10, you still only get the rewards for heat 3, and then next time you have to put it on 4 to get.
Can't quite get acclimated to this.
And do a big heat run. I mean, we'll see how long it takes. They can always come back to it in the future if people really want to see that. I would love you to come over here so I can put my thing on you. Oh, I think I missed everyone. Too scared to lose the streak? I mean, I'm not going to throw it away for nothing, right? That would just be silly. Alright. There we go. But we'll see where we're at.
In the name of Hades.
But yeah, if people want to see some late game stuff at some point, maybe I'll jump back into it once I get there. Some late game stuff. Attack is faster actually might be quite nice on this because it's so... Oh, that's so much better. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Hermes. I
bet it's in here.
Hey Frosty, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. 1296, there it is. There's the big over 1,000 damage with a hit. Oh, magical. Fantastic. Okay, beautiful. I just want to kill the poison guy. The poison guy scares me the most. It's a little bit less scary because of the reduced damage from the reduced projectile speed, but I took a bit of unnecessary trap damage from that buzzsaw there. Cheeky bit of cash. Alright, now we'll probably go to Zeus. See if we can give him an invite. Frosty, we are now we've managed to start up the next phase of the Queen's plan. We're now sending out party invites for all the Olympians to come down to the House of Hades for a big
try this way.
Grub up. Which is very exciting. So we've got to deliver all their invites personally and then go from there. I do like the slow projectiles, but I feel like I just end up running into them anyway because they're moving so slowly. They're like those big slow pink arrows in Elysium. They're just very easy to walk into. 4G really not coping today? That's a shame. Twitch not offering quality options today, because they sometimes do for me. Like yesterday when Wayne was on, I was able to crank the quality down, but I know it varies moment to moment.
Sure hope this works.
Oh, I didn't gift him anyway. I'm not sure if you can in this area. But if I did... Oh no, it's alright. It's not a gift, that's why. It's a message. Of course.
My, what is this you have for me, young man? Appears to be a message of some sort, bearing my thunder sigil. Though there's one for everybody on Olympus, have they as yet received their own? I must know what it says. It's from your father. Who else can it be? I better check on this.
I'd better check on this. Alright, this is interesting because Zeus is one of the few people who knows what's happening down here. They say maybe Athena does. And Hermes seems to know, so... I do like Billowing Strength. I think it is decent. I don't think it's incredible, but it's okay. It lasts a long time.
Bit of an aftertaste.
Oh, it's not today? No worries. You should be on a 10-minute delay when you get back. Fair enough. Right, we got everything. Okay, so... I think we probably just take upgrades here. Health is tempting. Actually, let's see what we get from this. I think this is the better pick. I think the more damage is going to do us better. Than a bit of extra health and a random Aphrodite boon.
Thank you, boy.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, this is it.
I've other work to get to. Arm yourself and let us end this quickly, boy.
I do like the slow projectiles, they're very satisfying. Oh, he didn't even get away. That's good. Oh, the grabby though. That grabby is so dangerous. Oh, big 1,000 damage hits there. That's good. That's what we want to see. Those big 4-digit numbers. Cheeky boiling blood. Bit dangerous. Oh, just got nailed by that. Okay. Another big 1296. That's nice. We like to see. Oh, he's so low. Bonk. Right in the dick.
We're not finished.
Oh, that doesn't stop the traps. I guess it is my dad, if anyone can do it. Oh god, I'm definitely getting trapped here. That was a nightmare. Bam! Big slap on the chest.
Why? I was much stronger once than this. I must go.
Ah! Almost lost my controller there. Caught it by the stick.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, I think Arthur's pretty big there. Heartrend pretty big. This is actually like that's kind of the build, like these three, but maybe that's not the most exciting thing. I don't know that the dash strike was that good. Piercing wave was kind of cool. Or maybe it was just those. Maybe if we take off this and just there we go. Something like that. I don't know. Or Hades. It's all for him, really, at this point. Ooh, a sturgeon. That's one big sturgeon. So they call me. Big sturgeon? On the ones and twos?
Having gained the surface once again, Prince Zagreus breathes deeply of the wildflowers and the roses and the like, among which one of them contains an allergen so intolerably potent that it causes this.
Not bad at all, really.
Nice going! Oh, hey, this might be a little weird, but thanks. I mean, you talked to Thanatos about me, right? At first, I thought he was acting funny, but he has definitely been a lot nicer to me lately.
You know, I don't think we really did a lot.
Come on, Hypnos, I didn't have anything to do with that. You seem like you've been working extra hard and taking some of the feedback you've been getting to heart. I think Thanatos really appreciates that sort of thing. Who doesn't?
Yeah, I'd say if anything, really, like, it's more that Hypnos has kind of taken our advice to heart.
I don't know, but I really appreciate that you went out of your way. I mean, I just stand here and greet and register the dead, but you're a real friend.
Thanks, Hypnos.
Oh, thanks, Hypnos.
Hey!
Hypnos, wanted to say you have really helped the thought of my coming back here time after time, painful death by death, not be inherently abhorrent. Your greetings really help.
It is always nice to see him. Like, whatever you're feeling, he just kind of cheers you up. He's like, hey, Zach, how's it going? Nice job out there.
But wait, it's ambrosia. You're not supposed to have this here.
Don't worry, I've given it to everyone else at this point.
Trouble, and I mean a lot, if they catch us in the middle of this totally forbidden exchange.
I notice that you haven't yet returned the bottle to me, which I'm going to take as an indication that you're going to hang on to it.
Oh, you bet.
Good lad, Hypnos.
Congratulations.
How goes the doling out of invitations, Zagreus? Have the Olympians been amenable to the idea?
Not just amenable, Mother, positively intrigued. I can't believe you scrambled the invitations in such a way that only with a lot of them combined will they get all of the details.
Ah, interesting. So they don't get all the information unless everyone's got the invitation.
A bit of collaboration seemed in the spirit of things. We're a great big family, Zagreus. Past time we started acting like one, no? Now keep it up. And thank you for your help.
Anytime, Mum.
You got it, Mother.
Is he Mickey Mouse? Yeah, maybe.
You like it when you get.
Oh,
bits like this,
gosh!
don't you, boy?
I guess Gorsh is more like a goofy kind of thing.
Cerberus goes about his
But the mouse
business.
owns hell at this point, quite likely.
In this case.
A good lad.
As you can see, I must attend to all this parchment work.
Right.
Nice chatting.
Oh, here it is. I didn't look to the thing to look down. It was probably here last time. Allow Achilles to return to Elysium. Heroes sacrifice.
In the name of Hades, the shade of Achilles is hereby no longer barred from visiting Elysium.
Such leniency with binding pacts shall tarnish our good reputation at this rate.
Yeah, but you're not going to stop it, are you? He's pretty chill.
You are still in a difficult predicament, my child. And I with you in turn. Those on Olympus think you seek them even now. That you are my own son by birth. Our deception, well intentioned as it was, has multiplied in size.
You're right. We have to do something. We can't just keep pretending with them.
I think that's the thing, is at some point you have to cut your losses and just come clean, right? Because the more you build it up, the worse it's going to be when they find out.
But if you reveal to them the truth of everything, I fear the wrath they shall unleash.
At least if you're up front,
Perhaps not all of them, but
it's
some,
out of the
at
way,
least,
rather
shall
than
not
them
take such
finding out on their own
deceptions well.
terms. It'd be worse if they just found out about it one day.
I couldn't agree more. Fortunately, Mother has a plan. Asked me to get in touch with everybody on Olympus one by one.
Your birth mother is resourceful, certainly. Though can you say as yet which sort of plan?
Would you believe it if I told you she wants to have all of them over for ambrosia?
Truly?
What beats a family gathering after all? Look, we can get them under the disco ball. It'll be fun.
What's up for barter?
Thank you very much for the hydrate. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
Tusa, I can't shake this feeling, so I wanted to apologize to you because I think when we first met, I don't think I took it the right way. I never had a fan before. I wanted to live up to your idea of me.
Oh, Prince, Zagreus, don't worry about that. Even I didn't know what I was going through. When I first started working here, I was just so impressed with you. I mean, you were the only one who would stand up to your father. I thought about you all the time.
But you
Aw.
don't even know me yet. We didn't get to talking for what seemed like ages. You can be difficult to find, since I can't fly up to the rafters like you can.
It's kind of a useful ability.
Well, I'm so glad you kept trying to talk to me. If you hadn't, I'd probably be up in the rafters still, building up this idea of you that's not even as good as the real thing.
Aww,
Oh, thank you, Dusa.
what a sweetheart.
Here's the catch of the day. Or night.
Boom.
Done deal.
Okay. Anyone in the garden? No one in the garden.
Lad, I heard from Nyx. She said that she was able recently to re-establish contact with Chaos, thanks to you. You're just full of surprises, reforging old bonds between primordial gods like it was nothing.
Hey, we do a lot around here.
Oh, just
Connecting people.
tampering with the sigil in the admin chamber.
The Nokia of the underworld.
Darkness too. But I could tell that Nyx and Chaos, they seem to really miss each other, to the extent they are able to miss anybody.
I think they're plenty capable of missing their loved ones, lad. The amount of time that either of us have existed is nothing compared to either of them.
That's true.
Imagine being apart from someone you care about for that long.
Since time immemorial is
I couldn't stand it.
it's a fairly long time.
Just giving you a nudge.
No Than. Okay.
That's music.
Is Achilles bangable in this? I think he is, but not by us, perhaps. I feel like he's already got his heart set on someone. Shield is the one we haven't done. And I think Zeus is the one we did the longest time ago. So maybe we should do Zeus.
Aegis, reveal your
Let's crank it up. Oh, who have we not invited? Can we see in the in here? We need to make sure that we're getting the right people.
Anything on the list?
Demeter and Athena are the only two we did. We got like 7 of them, which is pretty good going. I think both of them are pretty good on the special. I'd kind of like Demeter on the special. That would be a fun one.
What do I look like, pal? Some kind of conversationalist?
We ought to do Skelly's thing as well. Before we wrap up. Might have to exchange a bit to get there, but
All right, let's.
I feel like that would be a good thing to do. He wants us to slay him with the Max Zagreus sword, I think.
Should put some extra punch into this shield.
Okay. Bull Rush charges faster. Dash Strike deals bigger damage in a larger area. Where your special deals damage to foes around you when you catch it. This is a great one, but it's not as good with what we have because obviously we kind of leave the shield out, which makes it feel less good. I guess I'll take Dashing Wallop. I do quite like the big area on it.
Heads up. More witches? Just getting started.
And there we go. Zeus Shield a really fun one to mess around with, I think. And a pretty safe one because you can kind of guard and use the ability at the same time. And also, I think upgrading it is one of the strongest like per upgrade ones. Like the amount you get off every upgrade of it is a big deal because it hits so repeatedly. Yeah, this is a big one. This is the one, if anything.
What's all of this, young Zagreus? A message of some sort for me indeed. I can't decipher it, although it bears the marks of my 2 foster brothers here. And, well, it seems we'd better compare notes.
Should you get back into Red Dead Online? No, come on, Kyle. You don't want to do that. Reroll for the special. Come on. There we go. There it is. I like Red Dead Online, and I think I've done everything I need to do with that game. Like I think I liked it more than you, and I kind of ran out of things to do. Like I would play it if you wanted to play it like once. I would play it once for an evening. But I don't really want to. I don't want to get back into doing all of the monthlies and the weeklies and all that. It's just I don't like the new way they balanced it. Yeah, I don't know. MP stream. I guess we could. Yeah, that's a possibility. If people want to see, we could do a one-off like dicking around in Red Dead kind of thing. That would be kind of a fun little thing to do. Get Andrew involved. I do like just kind of backhanding these things. Very satisfying. It's interesting that way. Is that maybe it is just always a front slap, but sometimes it looks like a back slap at least.
Here I come.
The MP in Red Dead is what? It's open. It's like an open world. It's basically just the single player.
How about a little contest?
It's basically just the single player free roam, except with all of you in the same server, and you can go hunting together. You can go to a bar. You can like run a bar that does moonshine, and you can all just go dance and sing in the bar. Like GTA with less to do. Yeah, exactly. Basically what Kyle said. It's GTA Online with less stuff to do. But it's good fun. Athena, we need to do Athena. I kind of like that we left Athena till last as the person who we first met.
Time to break you to bits.
Clean.
Yeah, that thing.
Lots of treasure hunting if you... Yeah, we did do a lot of treasure hunting.
This is it then.
I did so much treasure.
Olympus, this is an official
They were,
message.
they'd be all like trying to do a mission. Well, no, because they, in a way, it actually worked out well because you know how people just kind of stand around because they don't know what to do next, and no one's decided what to do, so everyone's just kind of standing around meandering or like polishing their weapons or whatever. And I would just run off and grab every bit of hidden treasure in the vicinity and make a ton of money off it. Okay. Here we go, Athena.
Is this some kind of offering for me? No, hold a moment. This appears to be a message. Part of one.
She sounds more Australian
Can
here.
this mean... I have to notify the others. I trust they also have received something from you, or shortly shall.
Not quite so much in the second half of it.
That was the last of the invitations. Just need to tell Mother once I get home.
Oh, Mother! Yeah, some dodgy accents. What doesn't have dodgy accents? Especially when we're involved. I love the Athena cast. It's very satisfying. And really good protection because it's so big. Although it's slow to throw, as soon as you start throwing it, you're just completely safe in front of you because everything's going to get deflected. I think we take the upgrade here. We're in a little bit of an awkward situation because we only have 2 boons. Which obviously means that we're going to... have to sell something if we don't pick up something soon. A little bit of anti-synergy with this weapon where you sometimes knock people out of the thing, you know? But you can also knock them into it, which is nice.
Good stuff.
There we go. Nice cheeky upgrade on the Frost Flourish. Yeah, after Gears, Borderlands 3 and the Division 2. Well, I say we could just do it as a one-off thing one day. I don't think it's something we would do regularly. Because I don't think there's enough to watch there. But if we know, we could have a few hours and... you know. Yeah, you may want to refresh if it's doing that. Maybe Twitch is playing up. But yeah, I feel like for a one-off stream, you know, we could do some hunting, we could do some, we could go to the bar and have a sing and a dance, maybe do a delivery or something. I don't know. That's the thing, is there's not actually that many things to do, so after a bit of hanging around, that would we'd kind of be done already.
Who is going to clean all of this up?
Oh, bonus nectar, brilliant. Do we have another boon that got upgraded there? Or did we just not get an upgrade? Maybe you don't get one for the bonus nectars that come out of chests.
Highness, please take one of these and go. You got it.
Thank you, mate. To our most famous boulder.
Thanks, Baldy. I love to see Baldy.
Lightning.
Oh, we didn't check out Baldy buff as well. We got to do that. %9 cast damage bonus. That's actually kind of nice. That's actually quite a big one as well. Martin said a heist thing. I mean, that would be kind of cool. I actually like the mission stuff they had in Red Dead Online 1. We used to do quite a lot of those, which are basically the same as the missions in... I guess that's kind of the same as the missions in Red Dead 2. It's just that they feel a bit more samey in Red Dead 2, just because the novelty's not there as much of doing the online thing. Because there's so many games that have done online stuff well at this point. Just blast them into it. You get emails, but don't look. Yeah, I haven't looked at emails from them in a long time.
It's good to see you too, mate. Right there.
That's a quick one.
Hellfish.
A heist thing called blood money. Interesting. 200, 325. We can buy everything.
Pleasure doing business. Let's go.
Bit of dodge. Bit of Dionysus aid, of course.
Much better.
And we'll take the heal. Is that why it's in your mind? Yeah, like you didn't notice you got an email, but in your brain just kind of clicked onto it.
Zagreus. The queen is back, but you're still making
The
me
queen
show
is
up
back.
with this.
Oh, right, she's talking about my mother.
I've got some unfinished business with the Olympians to take care of. Was in the area. Figured I'd say hi. Hi, Meg.
Hey, Meg. And Tiss.
Don't start with me. You show up here, we fight, somebody dies. That's it. Now, who's it going to be?
Ah, that does a lot of damage. You gotta be careful of that.
Here we are, finished here.
Easy does it. Yeah, just burn her down, you know? That's the good stuff. Oh, this Tiss stuff is a nightmare. I hate it. It's so difficult to see what's going on sometimes. There we go. Alright, we found her. Oh dear.
Seeing you.
You kids and your Overwatch. Talk about suggestible.
I'll just be a moment, Father.
It doesn't work that well though, because I've been talking about Final Fantasy all day.
Voyage up in Asphodel.
Okay. We can do whatever now. Because we've gotten what we came for. I'd be okay selling the deflect. It's alright. It's good. I like it. Greater Evasion also a decent one to sell, but it's by the Yarn of Ariadne again.
Might help. Going up.
Welcome tomorrow, so another early night.
And check.
Carl says, you don't know what I've been feeling. I might have fought the urge to chop trees, maybe. That's true, I don't know. Well, if Wayne can't be on, we should definitely play Final Fantasy.
Come on, you.
Oh, dash straight into that like a fool.
A feast for Aegis. Got them.
Easy does it.
Delicious.
It's actually a tough choice here, because the Dionysus Aid is really good, but I feel like we can upgrade that later. We just want to get our base damage a bit higher.
And we're off.
We could actually, this is one where we could take the, is it Ambrosia, the one that increases our rarity? But we could also just take one that will give us better future boons, because we're going to get a few future
Hey,
boons.
did Orpheus really used to have curls and something called a tan? I've only ever seen him looking, well, how he does now.
He did. And a tan is like, well, when you stay out in the hot sun up there long enough, your skin kind of starts to bake a little bit. But nicer than that sounds. Gotta say though,
Like a
the years
potato.
have been kind to Orphe, don't you think?
Yeah, he looks well. This is actually a tough choice. Upgrading these 2 boons, which we would pretty much guarantee. I guess we could get more evasion. All of those would be good things to upgrade, honestly. But I think let's take a Nexa. We haven't taken it in a while.
Feeling better already.
Because that upgrades rarity of more things in the long run. I think the thing is, like, I kind of prefer the rarity upgrade on the core boons rather than the supplemental ones we pick up later in the run, but we still haven't got a main attack boon, we still haven't got a dash boon, so there's potential to get some big stuff along the way. Why isn't everything free and crossplay? Let me tell you about Final Fantasy XIV Online, A Realm Reborn. No Xbox? That's true. I mean, they only put it on the good consoles, right? I wish it was. They keep saying it will be, but I don't know why it doesn't seem like it should be like that big of an issue to put on Xbox. Obviously, I'm not a designer, but like they're a big successful team. You'd think they'd be able to, if they were really focused on it, like it can't be a high priority for them. Or there's some like weird thing in the code that is causing like a big issue, especially given that it's on PC. Like the Xbox and PC have fairly similar architecture at this point. You almost got an Xbox upgrade today, had it in your cart but didn't check out in time. Ah, bummer. Oh yeah, no touchpad. Yeah, okay, yeah, I could see that being an issue for sure. Yeah, that is a very good point. Like, I wonder if that, but I feel like they would just be like, you just put it out anyway, and you're like, well, look, you can plug a mouse in. Maybe we recommend plugging a mouse in just to click some stuff. Sorry about that. But like, this game was designed for PC. Like, maybe that's just the way to go.
Let's do this again sometime, all right?
Yeah, I don't think Frosty bailed. I think she's just saying that it sold out before she was able to get it. Oh my! I haven't picked up the reward. That's why I couldn't leave. Damn it.
Olympus, I accept this message.
90% trap reduction is a really good perk. The cast is also good, but purple sure footing is very, very solid. Just saves you a lot of silly damage. It's certainly one of those boons where you could just be like, well, just don't get hit by the traps, dummy. And like, you'd be right. But also, look, we all get hit by the traps sometimes. It just happens. You step in the wrong place and... But yeah, shame you weren't able to get one. I take it you're going for, you want to get a Series X rather than an S. I found the S's seem to be a little bit easier to come by in the UK. But obviously, like, you know, how much of an upgrade is that necessarily if you already have a Series, if you already have a 1X, how much of an upgrade is the, I guess it's 1440p, but like, unless you have a 1440p PC monitor, that's not going to be a huge thing for you. Yeah, the X, yeah. Because that's the thing, like, if you have a PC monitor, like, you know, a lot of people with PCs would benefit from the 1440p upgrade, but the Series S doesn't do 4K natively, so... Yeah, PC, they're nice and easy to get. Well, to be fair, like a gaming laptop is actually fairly easy to get. But the, maybe not if you want to do something yourself with a new graphics card. So one of the few times where maybe getting a laptop is actually the better plan. Okay.
Ah, that's enough.
Oh, it was this. I was like, where did my reward go? But of course, it was the bonus. Do we take the double boon here? Maybe just so we have something to go with.
Time to pick sides.
You men must be mates with just about everybody down there by now, yeah? Doling out nectars left and right, just livening the place right up.
Oh yeah. Your laptop's now physically falling apart. Oh dear. Oh no.
Yes. Time to feast.
Go for that premium vintage.
I'm disappointed you would spurn me like this, cousin. Know that I retaliate not out of spite, but by necessity.
Okay.
She won't let this go.
Just put him in the lava. I feel like the shield is actually the most knockbacky weapon out of all of them. Just knock everyone out the big AoE. It's the good stuff. Okay, where'd you get to? Mysterious other enemy. Okay, we knocked him out the debuff, which is good. There we are.
You see, I have my father's temper, Zagreus. I'm able to keep it in check, though I expect you to do your part.
Okay. Deflect on the attack, actually kind of nice. Divine Dash, always reliable. Let's take it. I would love to pick up Aphrodite for the attack here. That would be a dream.
Olympus.
We may end up selling Divine Dash anyway, just because we don't have a ton of boons. I'm just going to knock this up a little bit more, I think, because we're definitely not going to sell this. We'll see what we sell in the interim.
Why, Lerner, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say.
Okay. This is nice, this is working out okay. The big chill stack's always very welcome. Dash away, get to safety, get to a bit of space. I do like you can still block those AoEs as well, that's nice. Make sure we get rid of the eggs, you gotta get rid of the eggs. And there we go. Maybe not stand in the lava while we die.
Good.
A diamond. A delicious diamond.
That blasted Hydra never takes my feet back.
I like the idea of Hades just giving him... Ooh, sure footing might be the better thing to sell on balance. We'll do it. Wayne's bought another game. He's at it again. 20 gold for 15 health. It is very tempting. I'll do it.
Money.
What do we have? Aphrodite. Do I want to buy the gems? No. Oh, Paradise Killer. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm interested to hear what you think of that. It's a very cool game.
I've returned.
Long spears.
Fantastic soundtrack. I remember when I first in Elysium realized, like, oh, I can use my cast on enemies as well as the bosses, and it does make a big difference. How far we've come over the time. I do have to be careful of these arrows though, because we don't have trap resistance anymore. Might save it and stream it. Okay. Attack hits twice but does not knock foes away. Bull Rush deals bonus damage armor. Power Rush on the Bull Rush. I don't feel that strongly about any of these. Knocking foes away has been really nice for us in this particular build. There's an argument to be made that like actually kind of is awkward in certain parts, but I'm going to take the extra Bull Rush damage to armor. That seems like it could be kind of handy. It's only £15. Yeah, I think I did get. I think I got it in the Christmas sale. This year, like 2020 maybe. Yeah, because it only came out last year, right? So I think I got it at a slight discount, but like, still feel pretty okay with the price. And like small developers, so you know, you feel good supporting them. Can't feel too bad about that one. You do have a problem though, Wayne. Clearly. Not that I haven't been there myself at times. I've tried to be better about it now just because I know that I won't get through them all.
You are so fortunate to have received the boon of Dionysus prior to my own. He, the most noble and important of us all, the god of wine himself.
The goods.
Nice big perp. That's what we like to see.
That's better.
That is better. We need to get more boons here as well, because we need to be able to sell something. Oh, hey! We haven't seen Asterios on his own today.
I welcome the taste of defeat, short one. It is akin to feeling alive.
Nice. What a good lad. I feel like we actually haven't used the block that much on this, and we should. It's really good. Remember that you can block with the shield. It's very strong. Pick the worst time to use that. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that's the thing with the backlog, right? Like, I've started to get to a point where, like,
Until next time.
oftentimes, like now, even if a game is on, sale and it's quite a short one, and I know, like, this is only a 10-hour game, I can feel okay about getting it. Which even then, that's 10 hours is like a lot of time. Then that's not too bad. But like anything a bit bigger than that, just like, I always think about how many games I haven't played, and you know, what would be am I actually going to play it? Because if it's on sale now, it will probably be on sale again for at least the same price, if not lower. And like, should I just wait until I've played some other things and I've actually got time to get around to it? I think the thing I'll say with Wayne is that he does actually seem to, like, he does at least play most of his games, but like, even if he doesn't finish them, you know, he gives most of his games a shot fairly soon after buying them, and then like he'll go back to some of them sooner than some of them he won't go back to for a long time. But you do tend to, like, when you buy a game, you tend to at least play it a little bit, which is better than people who buy them and then just, like, because I've bought games and then just never opened them just because I just never got around to it, right? And like, that's worse. At least if you give it a shot, you can kind of get a feel for how much you want to prioritize playing it.
Slow day so far there, boss. Well, all that's about to change. You got my guarantee.
Right, controller, still need a new GPU. I still need a new GPU. That was one I shouldn't have bought, right? I was planning to get the... Part of the theory was like, oh, that will, you know, that will motivate me to actually go and get a PC. And I did go and get a PC. But to be fair, when I bought it, it wasn't ridiculously difficult to get a graphics card. So I don't feel too bad about it. Both of these are great. I think we take the side hustle here, because we're not really playing in a way that's hyper sprint matters as much. Sure, we can afford the shop here. But yeah, that's fair.
I'll pay for that.
Oh, thank you for the posture check. Oh, there we go. Brilliant riposte, sure. Nice bit of backstab damage. We're doing a bit of back whacking. Pom, sure. If we get it on the attack, that would be nice.
More strongbows?
Oh, that's the thing. Like, I do want to play Control, but I really do. Like, it's been lauded as such a visual showpiece that, like, it just seems like a shame to come this far and not, you know. And I honestly, like, if I played through it and then just came back to it to look at it with a new graphics card, I would play it for 10 minutes probably and be like, yeah, this looks nice. Same with Doom Eternal. I just, you know, I'm not so desperate to play either of them that I can't wait. So I'd rather have the optimal experience, give them the best possible chance to really impress me.
Gods grant me strength.
Perfect.
Got some zest.
We're actually pretty good on health, I think. I love taking health, like, even when we've got tons. Because, like, if you have, like, a ridiculous amount of health, if you have, like, 350, 400 health, you really can get through almost anything. Like, not if your damage completely sucks, but like you can. It's such a buffer, especially when you consider the extra like 50% you get off every Death Defiance. Like, it feels a bit unnecessary, and it often is. You often end up not using it, but it's such a nice safety net to have. And again, big numbers, right? It's a nice big number. 500 health. This is a fun build. This is like very, very relaxed. But I feel like there's a lot going on, you know. I'm throwing out my cast, throwing out my shield, getting in and doing some charge attacks, doing a bit of slam. Feels like a good mixture of things. Is there a Dionysus boon I would really want here? No, not specifically. Because I definitely think there's merit to taking the free Dionysus boon over buying one.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, killing freeze, yes. This is very good, especially on bosses. Everything else being equal, are shields weaker? You mean damage-wise? I feel like they have one of the lower DPSs for sure. But I guess it depends. It depends what you consider weak. I presume you just mean like from a damage standpoint. I would say like DPS wise, it feels like they tend to be slower, but I would say this is the Zeus shield is like a weird exception, because like this thing does so much damage and you don't have to be doing anything. Right? You can run around, you can just stand here and block and the enemy's still taking a ton of damage. So you're basically completely safe and the enemy's being hit a bunch. So I would say it's still strong. Like, some of the shields are still stronger. You assume they'd be OP with the block. I mean, some people say they are. Some people swear by the shield. That every weapon will find someone who swears by. Like Ian B. When I've only watched a few of his episodes, but he swore by the spear when he started out. Long range. I think it was the first weapon he finished with. And he's like, it's just so good. Like the range is just so long. Like you're so safe. But I think the spear damage feels tough, and like just being able to defend, but also like EMB, like he was using the single dash talent that I was using for a while, and he's like, you don't really need the second dash. Like you just dodge with precise timing. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that, man. I can't do that precise. And also there are things that you really like struggle to do it with. Right, we need to put some chill on this lad so that we can get him decaying. Even just one stack is enough. We do need to make sure we get stacks on him, just to keep him decaying. You can just see the damage Theseus is taking over time there. Oh, he caught me in the side there. That was I do want to be careful that we don't actually do too much damage to him, because it will bring the gods in early. So maybe I'll stop doing that. Oh, I think he must have hit me there, because he's got 10 chill. So I think maybe we... do we have... Or maybe I've just applied a ton of chill to him and just didn't notice. Left my thing on him, perhaps. I'm not sure if we do have the vengeance. But yeah, I kind of think, like, from a safety perspective, you really can't beat the shield. Especially the Zeus shield, because like all the others you have to do stuff. You have to come out of the block to do things, and you can only block from like 180 degrees, right? You can't block everything. So there's definitely, I think there's definitely a lot of merit to saying that the shields are very strong.
Never meet your heroes.
I think, like, if you were just to rank them from a pure, like, not going for speed, not going for anything, just how easy is it to beat the game. This might be the easiest weapon, or maybe the Eris Rail, but the Eris Rail is a little bit scary because it doesn't stun enemies. I think you need to be a little bit more on top of your game with that. Like sometimes that can be quite fast paced.
For your support, my shade.
I would put the Rama bow up there, the secret bow. I think that's very strong. But again, you have to get the rhythm of the bow. EMB, well, I haven't seen him play with the bow, but at first he really didn't like how it felt. Like he was very, very anti it. Whereas I really love the way the bow feels because it reminds me of Monster Hunter, even though the button configuration is different. Like you kind of slide and shoot a lot, and I like that. I like that rhythm of it. Cell.
Worth giving up.
We can fake some more potent. I don't want to sell Killing Freeze. I will sell Broken Resolve. That's fine. What do we got here? Let's do it.
Should come in useful. I'm almost to the top.
Okay.
Got it. I've reached the surface. Which one first?
Which one first, indeed? Let's go to Demeter.
Not yet.
See how we go. It's getting warm again here. Then we're out is where everyone else is. Part of it's just having the PC on. But this new PC is a little cooler, I think, than the old, or it runs a little bit cooler than the old one did. Just slightly. Because the old one was so, the CPU was getting so stressed. And I think the cooler is probably slightly more efficient than my old one. And the fans in the case. Obviously the same GPU, so that's not too dramatically different. Warm. You need to stop going out with your hood up. Yeah, does feel like a.
What a mess.
That's fine. I don't mind using it early on this one. Normally I wait to try and hit both, but like I just want that guy dead so he can't poison me. I just want to throw my thing at them, but it seems difficult to do. See, look at that. I can just kind of stand here and. Yeah, I've stopped wearing a hood now. Although to be fair, like if it went out this time of night, maybe I'd consider it. But I used to walk to Tesco late at night because in the summer because it'd be nice and cool. But I feel like nowadays, or where I live now is like the walk to Tesco is a little bit sketchier than it was where I used to be. Okay. Sure. We'll take Frozen Touch. It's not like amazing because we're already chilling stuff a lot, but it does help us apply Decay stacks, which is always nice. As everyone knows, Decay is OP when he's working. Huge bonus trap damage. What is that? Like 500% bonus? Should have a hair day tomorrow. Get all sorts of... Yeah, maybe. If your hair's beginning to be a pain, like, and especially when it's warm, like hair is more annoying, right? Because that only adds to the issue. Just got to get it done, I guess. It is an annoyance for sure.
Worth it.
I could do a reroll here, honestly. We've got a lot of money.
I'd like to see more options.
Sure. Let's do the Yarn of Ariadne.
Found it already. Olympus, I accept this message.
Geralt Mullet, wow. None of these are good, so I'm gonna re-roll. La 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 la. None of these are great either, but positive outlook's okay.
Goes down smooth. One Satyr sack coming right up.
Oh, we didn't see Patroclus on this run. That's kind of a bummer. 300. 425, 525.
I'll take it.
Take the double first. Reroll that.
Any other blessings, maybe?
Yeah. Put it on the call.
Delicious.
And we'll put this on the attack. And we'll take the health.
The monster's solitary weakness, Satyr Sacks, proved terribly effective once again.
Thanks, boy.
Cerberus destroyed his meal in 3 bites.
You ready for another go?
Perhaps the blasted fates shall favor me for once.
Is this where the streak ends? You never know. You never know. Never say never. But again, Zoo Shield very good, so we should be okay. I'm not feeling too bad about this one. Also, we have like 100 bonus things from the Charon. What should we call it?
Heed me, wretches, on my authority.
Help with something, Father?
I'm gonna make sure I use this. You actually don't want Dionysus at max level. It's not great. Like you can keep the damage up, the stacks up, and that's kind of cool. But it's just not worth the. And we build it up quickly because our shield hits so often. So it is just worth just using on Hades himself. No mullets, says Frosty. Like she's Peter Stringfellow in a club. Well, I guess he probably wouldn't ban mullets. No mullets, no service. Having the burritos drop is very nice. Okay, you can't block that. It's okay, because we got mad burritos, and that's nice. Nice cheeky skull burrito. Your hair can't be that bad that it needs a mullet. Damn it. I'm just going to use it, because why not?
Let's finish this.
Let's see you deal with this.
Big deflect.
You test my patience. Enough of you.
I do need to be careful here because this one's going to go off. Oh, I was so focused on the thing, I didn't notice him doing a charge. You know what is very strong about the shields is that the fact if you block a skull, it just goes away. I feel like that's kind of a busted thing. Like that shouldn't work. It should just blop on the floor in front of you. To invest in a baseball hat. Yeah, but that's still a lot of hair in a. You've still got like too much hair in a hood. That's still going to be warm. I don't know. I do like a baseball hat, although
What shall I take?
I don't ever put a baseball hat on because I feel like a dork wearing a baseball hat, which is stupid because I look like a dork anyway. But
No.
I wear one when I'm out gardening quite often.
I did it. By my father's name.
Look at all this stuff. It's bonus damages, bonus cast damage. Most of these aren't even particularly useful. Undamaged foes and traps and a bit of God Gauge at the start of the fight. Okay. Aspect of Zeus. Bull Rush. Dash Strike. I think killing Freeze is probably pretty big. Killing Freeze, there we go. And then we believe in Boldy. And Boldy believes in us.
My weapon shuddered at the touch of it.
So joyfully did Zagreus attempt to gain the surface that why he just rose too quickly. And we know how that one goes from Icarus's tale.
No, wait!
Oh dear, Zagreus. You gotta be careful up there. Sun's dangerous.
I did it, I think.
Great job! Hey, you look like you could use some sleep.
It's been a busy time.
One more forbidden exchange, Hypnos. Sometimes when I'm out there and about to die, I catch myself thinking, well, at least Hypnos will share one of his deep insights about why it is I utterly failed. So here, for all your generous advice.
Aw, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I mean, all my advice is free. You really didn't have to do this. I sure am glad you did. Even if it is highly illegal.
You what, Hypnos? You what?
I think you could be my best friend.
Aww.
Try being my best friend.
Anytime, Hypnos.
I'll have to give that a shot.
Okay.
Mother.
Zagreus.
I mean, old father's nice to you at least, isn't he, boy?
We'll talk to everyone else first, because I think now that we've done the invites, we'll maybe end on Persephone today.
Cerberus acknowledges the prince with an affection tempered well with time.
Ah, what a sweetheart.
Oh, there you are, Highness.
Achilles?
Achilles, your pact with father is officially amended, sir. Specifically, it no longer has any stipulation barring you from entering Elysium during the indefinite term of your employment. On my authority in the name of Hades. Thank you for your service.
What? Are you... You're serious? I'm able to go.
She just bolts out the door.
I'm unbound.
Woohoo!
So I can simply leave right now.
Go for it, lad.
You can simply leave right now. And might I add, it's about damn time.
Hell, it's about time.
I should get going then, although I'm unprepared. I didn't think it would come to this. Not that I had no faith in you, it's just...
Incidentally, there's this one glade out in Elysium I highly recommend. Go to him, sir. You've waited long enough. Fear is for the weak.
Fear is for the weak. Farewell for now, lad. I can't thank you enough.
Farewell for now, sir.
Go to him, lad. There we go. I like that that's the last one they build to. Like, it feels like the most, like, deep-rooted... I guess they're all, the other... Orpheus and Eurydice are like a close pairing as well, but I feel like we spend so much time with Achilles. He's obviously very important to Zagreus. He's been kind of like a training figure to him the whole time, so... And he's, like, so lost of hope.
Nyx, this feast Mother has planned. would it be all right with you if I were to invite Chaos?
I hardly think that Chaos would attend any festivity of ours. I'm uncertain that they even could. Even more doubtful that they would want this. However, if you truly wish to ask, proceed.
He's like, this is Chaos, just like, they're like, I can't do anything with this invite, but thank you.
As long as it's okay.
The prison sphere in the corner is maybe a little much, but the fireplace, the bat cage, the aquarium. This lounge is practically comfortable. Lord Hades would strongly disapprove.
You want a little jive, Meg? A little boogie woogie?
Here then, huh? Wait, you don't miss when things were all sad and dreary in here, do you?
I'm still getting used to it. But no.
Good.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Adusa.
Hey, Zagreus? I wanted to say, that was very sweet of you letting me hang on to all that ambrosia you gave me before. It's in safekeeping now. Except one bottle. That kind of slipped and broke.
Oh, no.
So that did mean I got to try the stuff.
How do you clean stuff up, Dusa? This isn't spillage, it's leakage. You're allowed to use, like, a mop.
Oh,
but hey.
You tried after all. What did you think? All it's cracked up to be?
It was amazing. I've never had anything like it. It's so good to have a forked tongue. Meant I could taste it twice at the same time. So, if one of the other bottles slipped and broke, you wouldn't mind, would you?
Dusa, I gave them to you. I know I said you can share them with the lounge, but they're yours. You can do what you want with them.
I wouldn't mind at all.
I'll give you another one right now. I've got 8 of them in my pocket. You can just have one. It's fine. They're rolling in the stuff up in Elysium.
All right, then.
Okay.
Give me the best deal you've got.
Cheeky bit of darkness? Sure.
Darkness, please. Need more of those, so here.
Nothing happening out here?
It's done, Mother. Father, the invitations. Personally sent to everyone with whom I've been in contact. So what do we do now?
Excellent, Zagreus. Congratulate him, Hades. On a job well done.
Persephone, how can you be so certain your request was executed to your satisfaction?
It's known as trust, Hades. Faith. They're similar. Try one sometime. It'll be good for you. As for what we do next, why, we've a great big feast we must prepare.
Oh, yeah.
This house is not a suitable location for such guests. Dionysus alone shall bring ruin to this place. Or, the faith thing that you said.
Yes, good. Now then, we have a lot of work to go around. So why don't we call everyone on staff and let them in on this, and dole out suitable responsibilities?
Everyone's in. Let's go. It's a team effort. We need a montage.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Thus did all of Olympus journey deep into the underworld, all together for the very first time. The Queen Persephone revealed herself in all her splendor, much to their surprise, and told them everything she indicated to her son. She eloped with Grim Lord Hades, she said, mothering a fire-stepping prince who sought to reconnect with his extended family. Hades and Persephone at first refused his wish, but so moved were they by his relentless struggles to the surface that at last they decided to heed their willful Zagreus and reach out, for his and everybody's sake. The Olympians listened to all this in stunned silence. Then Zeus himself began to laugh. "Welcome back into the family," he said. After the shock subsided, the festivities began.
I say, big brother, you and your better half put on a positively smashing night. It's a relief for all of us, knowing Persephone is safe and sound. And mother to as noble of a son as my good nephew there. Well, little brother, The Queen and I, in turn, appreciate you all taking time out of your doubtless busy lives to come all this distance to my house. I'm certain it is very modest in comparison to Mount Olympus, but I trust that you were suitably entertained. Oh, of course, Hades. Now then, farewell, and let us keep in better touch from here.
Those beards.
Farewell indeed, Lord Zeus.
When finally the great feast ended, all the Olympians returned to their mountain abode, fully satisfied. As for the House of Hades, it required thorough cleansing, from the rafters to the floor.
So the sweat drips down them all.
The name of Hades, and the fearsome reputation of the underworld. For if mortals were to have no fear of death, then they would have no fear of anything at all. A well-kept family secret, then, this would live on to be.
Family reunited.
Whew. I'd say that went about as well as could have been expected. And the cleanup wasn't all that bad. For the most part.
Well, fortunate Uncle Zeus seemed to catch on right away and went along with it. But this whole elaborate tale you...
It's a good thing we had Zeus on our side, really.
I remember how hurt I felt when I found out Father lied to me about you. Now we're lying to Olympus. What if they find out? Even if they don't, I don't like it.
I mean, this story wasn't 100% exact, but it was somewhat close, right? And I feel like Zeus is like, well, this is my out, so this is good.
Zagreus, I may not be an expert, but here's what I've come to understand about how families work. At least our own. The thing is, how we speak to one another is even more important than the words we use. I think deep down, everyone in our family knows this.
You're saying they all knew you weren't being perfectly honest and went along with it anyway. I guess the pomegranate thing in particular was a bit of a stretch.
The common ground in our family is that we want peace. Besides Ares, though even he would rather the conflict occur elsewhere. That elaborate tale, it's less a deception and more a concession. A way of saying, let's move on from the past and start anew. No hard feelings.
You don't have hard feelings. What about Father? What about Demeter?
Well, let's see. My hard feelings are nothing next to the joy of having my son in my life. Your father never imagined his relationship with me could be out in the open. And my mother, she's just glad I'm alive.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? I guess there's some level of like our mum didn't know about us for, you know, the whole of our life. And she was just like, look, you know what? I'm just glad you're here, right? So maybe there's just a relief on that part. That, like, at some point you just put everything else behind. And just like, well, you know what? It's maybe more important that you're here. Big lies are fine as long as it's family. As Dom Toretto would say, family is stronger.
And Uncle Zeus is glad things didn't turn out worse for him. I get the sense he acts a bit impulsively at times and deals with the consequences later.
Oh, he's probably absolutely overjoyed by the whole turn of events.
What can I tell you, Zagreus? We're family.
There you go.
You've said it yourself to me before. We're stuck with one another. That any of us like each other in the slightest. It's a wonder and a blessing, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Thanks, Mother. Think I'll be heading out again soon. See you when I get back.
Sounds good. I'll see
Boom.
you then.
Congratulations, Wretched Broker.
Aw, the broker's the man of the week. Well, there we go.
Good.
I feel like that was good. I feel like I would have liked like a bit of dialogue from all of the gods rather than just Cerberus isn't here. That's weird. But that was still nice. I'm glad we've resolved things. At least for now. And that's kind of it, I guess. You know, I might do one more episode next week.
Pleasure doing business with you, Fates.
because 20 Ambrosia. Wow.
No issues whatsoever.
Because we haven't seen Achilles and Patroclus together. We haven't done the Skelly thing, which we could do now, but maybe we'll save that. We did 69 escape attempts to reach the credits. There we go. The big 69. Nice. That's what it's all about. So yeah, maybe we'll do. I could do one more run now, but I think maybe we do one more thing next week, and we'll do like a send-off episode, because I didn't actually expect to end today. I know I said at the start that I thought we were close to the end. I didn't think we were quite that close. I thought it might be like 2 or 3 weeks. So maybe we'll do a send-off episode next week. We'll meet up with Achilles and Patroclus. We'll try out the aspect of Lucifer, which we haven't tried, and just do a big bash, just to maybe use a couple of our favorite weapons, and that'll be it for Hades. Like I say, I'll probably keep playing it on my own time, and if people want to see when I get up to the high end stuff, if people want to see like some high end runs, maybe we'll do that at some point. But it'd be nice to move on to something else. We've been playing Hades for a long time. I don't know what I'm going to do next. So, like, we had a few possible ideas, like Akami, the Ori games is a possibility, a few other things that we could pick from that aren't coming to mind immediately. But have a think on that. Maybe we'll have a chat about it next week. Hype for all of those. Yeah, we'll see. We'll think of something. Like I said, maybe because we're doing Yakuza, maybe we won't do Akami straight away. Maybe we'll do something shorter in the Wednesday slot first, just so that we're not doing another full long thing. Full heat run. I mean, that's just death. No one's finished the game at full heat, so that is just 100% death. I could do that like we could do like a challenge, see how far we get. But if we're gonna crank it to 83, I'll do it on a separate save. Just to see what it looks like. Well, new save, try and beat Hades. Yeah, I mean, I have, because I have got like a save I was playing on casually after I'd finished the game. Like once I finished the game 10 times, I played a little bit casually on a separate save, and I think it took me like 11 attempts to beat him, maybe something like that. I can't remember. I actually got to him on like my 4th run, and died in phase 2, but you never know. It is hypothetically doable. Maybe we could try something like that next week. That'd be an interesting experiment. But that's gonna do us for today. It's fairly early. I guess it's not actually that early because the conversation stuff takes a while, but that's gonna do us for now. Thank you everyone for coming along. Next time we will add aspects of. Oh, we've got a bit of dialogue. Let's do the bit of dialogue.
Had yourself a real bash with all those fancy gods and stuff. Could hear all the festivity from all the way out here.
Oh man, Skelly didn't come in.
It went better than expected, all in all. I hope you didn't feel left out. It was a pretty limited guest list, kind of a diplomatic mission, I would say. Not
poor Skelly. I would have invited Skelly in.
From the outside.
Also, we didn't get to invite Chaos, which is a bit of a bummer.
Oh, don't you even worry about me there, pal.
But I don't think they would have come anyway.
Solitary life, and besides, when things are good for you, they're good for me. Glad everything worked out.
Same here.
Fantastic. Well, there we go. That's Hades for today. We'll leave it with Skelly. Thank you again to Fizzy Juice for the subscription. Very much appreciated. I hope you've had a nice time playing Final Fantasy XIV online, A Realm Reborn. And thank you to everyone who came along. It was lovely to see you all. That is going to be it for today. So, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, eat well, sleep well, take care of yourself, and take care of others as well. I've been Ken. This has been Hades. As always, you've been delightful. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers!